Hi everyone, hello. Why did I not mute on Discord? There we go. Hi everyone. Ignore the shark person in the corner. Hi everyone. How are you all doing today? I'm fucking nervous and excited because there's a lot going on today. Today is a very exciting day for me. I will be DMing. This is my first true experience with DMing as a DM. I'm very nervous and very excited. And so, yeah, we have some wonderful players that are taking their time and getting in here, but, so we're just gonna kind of sit here and vibe. We're going to sit here and vibe. You can talk if you want to now. Well, they won't be able to hear you. That's if you want. Hi. Hello. It's okay. We'll do proper introductions when everyone is here. But hopefully people get in here soon. But either way, how is everyone's weekend? How's your weekend, CMC?
It's been okay. I mean, as I mentioned before, I'm not as tired as I thought I should be, but I am kind of tired.
That's fair. That is a completely fair thing. Okay.
Also, sometimes sorry if my mic picks up my mouse sometimes.
No, you're fine.
I really hate that, and I wish. And I do have like crisp on. I do have crisp on, so.
Is it at a high enough volume, like a high enough sensitivity?
I guess so.
Have
I know.
Have you checked like voice settings? Like if you go into Discord setting and voice settings, you might be able to find it there.
I never touched that. Like voice of video, my sensitivity is at 50 decibels. So if I do any higher, then sometimes my mic won't even pick myself up.
Okay.
And sometimes my mouse clickings do reach 550, or do reach 50 decibels.
Damn.
I know on my sound settings on my computer, if I were to change my microphone, because if I were to do like all the way 0, I would sound not only really quiet, as in really far away as well, but also I would have to speak a lot louder to even register on my mic. So, and that was something that was happening with some of my older mics as well. Like if this was before I had this mic.
Gotcha.
It would just drop all the way down to 0 sometimes, and that's even sometimes when we either played games together or something else. But but I also accidentally not smashed, but I moved my hand across the knobs on the side of my mic.
Yeah.
Which also was voice / headphones, so it has its own separate volume sliders. So you can have your own everything here, but I can't hear my own side tone nearly as well.
Gotcha.
As when I was messing around with it.
All right, Saya setting up. No worries. We're going to have to teach her the rope. She has no idea what she's doing. This is her first D&D experience.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I know, right?
I mean that's. I mean, this is also technically my first D&D because I played Pathfinder and Lancer, but that's not exact.
Yeah. One moment, please. I'm going to turn off the model real quick because I need to do something very fast. Because Saya wants to do the collab feature on VTube Studio.
Okay.
Where is Saya? Sayaka. I forget what the password was. Saya, what was the password? Saya. Thank you. If it wasn't that, that's what it's gonna be. So no, it needs numbers. So here, I'm gonna send it to you. There we go. Accept, return. Okay. And the model's back. Yay! Alright, sorry about that.
No problem.
I'm very excited. I really hope people start trickling in here soon. Because we're missing 3 other people right now. Oh. Ah! There's a cyan screen. Join voice chat. Saya. Join it. Please.
So Observer and Lily, where's Observer? And have you asked Observer where he is?
I messaged him. He hasn't answered. Hi, Saya. Hi.
Hey. Hi.
Hi.
I am here now.
Yay! We're just missing 2 other people. I don't know where Observer is, and I don't know where Lily is. I think Lily might have fallen asleep. But I'm not entirely too sure.
Lily.
Lily. Oma.
I forget that's that.
Yeah. If you have YouTube Studio open, it does that. Why is your hair like really pink now?
There.
I was wondering what was happening there.
I have a decoloration toggle.
Okay. Is it like the signal that you're drained or something? Oh.
I don't always want to have the blue.
No, sorry.
Not always.
Hold on. Saya, can you possibly stream Roll20? Like, just do a...
I can screen share it.
That's what I meant, yeah. Screen share it. If that's at all possible.
No, I don't want that. No.
Luffy! that was a funny meme. That was a good one. One of my favorites. Okay. Roll20. You can turn off the tutorial if you want to.
I mean, you're gonna walk me through it, so...
Yeah. Okay. Now it's time for me to mess around with everything else, with all the buttons and where I'm putting myself in VTube Studio. I want to put myself in the corner here. In this corner. You can go ahead and small-in yourself, Saya. If you desire. And place
smaller?
Yeah, small. Oh my god, hi. It's up to you. Okay, if you're gonna go there, then we can put chat there. That's not what I wanted. Why are we being like this today? Come on. That's too big.
Because I can be.
Well, no, I'm talking about how this is working.
No, you're exposing my tabs. How dare you?
I don't want to expose your tabs. Okay, there we go. Okay, you're gonna be my camera woman. Can you move us over to where the... Okay, so first things first. Saya, do you want light mode or dark mode?
And dark, probably.
Alright, I want you to click on the cogwheel at the top right. It should be under... Yep, that should just be that one. Boom, dark mode. While you're there, while you're in the settings, you can also turn off like the pictures in the bottom corner if you want them turned off. You would want to go to audio and video, I believe. Video display. Large names only, whatever you want to do. There we go. And then voila. Oh, you guys don't have fucking visual of that. Do you? Wait, what? It should be on the token layer. Girls.
I just see the map.
Okay, my bad. There should be no dynamic lighting. What? Oh, I know what happened. Again, I'm having a day. There we go. Do you know the token is broken? One moment, please. I have to fix something. I knew it. I knew there was going to be something that broke. Ugh. Saya, how are you today?
Don't you do meticulous testing?
I'm tired, but I am here.
CMC, listen, I will always miss one or two things. It is a given.
I will.
It's part of the VTuber experience.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
You're not a VTuber if there's not scuff.
Exactly. There we go. Now we see the ship.
I would be very, very... I would test anything and everything.
Yeah.
But I know I would miss something.
Yeah, I don't know where Observer or Lily are. So I think we're just going to go ahead and just start without them. If that's okay with both of you.
I think.
You think? Okay, no worries.
Remember, it's my first D&D. I have no idea what I'm doing.
It's okay. I'll guide you through it. Alrighty,
I don't think it would
then.
be too bad starting without them, but...
Yeah, I mean, this is going to
do
be the kind of the recap. You know?
Yeah, I just hope that they show up sooner or later.
Yeah.
Or more
Alright.
soon, you get it.
Welcome everyone to the One Piece D&D. I am your host, Miss Ayame. Thank you all for joining me tonight, or today, in this wonderful, wonderful thing of D&D. So, for session 0, the party has met, and they have been hired for a job. The job is to be guards, extra bodyguards, extra muscle on a pleasure cruise being run by the Prince of the Elysia Kingdom. Session notes, let me see. I have his name. Where the fuck did his name go? Hold on. I had his name. Where did it go? Ah, found it. I knew it. It was just, I was not looking in the right spots. Alright. Apologies for that. So, the party has convened and they will be acting as extra bodyguards for Prince Yilas the 11th's rising to the king after his father, Prince Yila the 10th, has died to mysterious circumstances. Him and Princess Kumi are going to be taking a wonderful cruise around the shores of the Elysia Kingdom, sailing around for around 10 days, and there will be a couple special guests joining them. Some of them are your hires, specifically. Saya, just as a heads up, you were hired directly by the princess herself, Princess Kumi.
Yippee!
So Princess Kumi is you're basically the person that you are defending, so just keep that in mind. We love princesses here. Princesses.
I know.
Girls. Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be queens, like you.
Mm-hmm. And so, that is where we pick up our session here. As we can see by the ping, this is where the ship is currently on the in the West Blue. This is where our campaign will, for now, take place, is in the West Blue, where mafia gangs run wild, and many a kingdom is there. And so, one moment. Move the party. And just like that, we are on the ship. This is the biggest ship model that I can find. I could probably upscale it, but it's whatever. Alright. With that being said, you notice the salty breeze blowing through the air. It's a bit chilly this time of year, but hopefully there are no bad omens to bring with it. And so, the party is simply just here. You may begin with like RP stuff and all that. I'm gonna bother Observer and Lily again. So if you want to do anything, go ahead and bring it up. Like if you want to
all you, CMC.
Yeah.
I
Sorry?
said it'd be all you because I don't know a dang thing right now. I am learning as I go.
I'm not really sure where to start, actually.
No, it's okay.
Then we will.
Obviously, you have NPCs kind of littered around. You can take note of your surrounding area or other people around you. Got to add Lily's.
I'm back against the wall. This is nothing new.
Oh, that's not a wall. You're just against a railing.
I mean,
You can
close
move your
enough.
tokens around, by the way. At least the one that you command. You can just like drag it around.
Okay. Just tried to make sure if that was the case because scuff.
Yeah. Can you make sure that you're moving it, Simsi?
Yeah.
Wonderful. All right.
If I was able to like click and move, like click and drag it without setting it, I think I was good.
Good. Wonderful.
Probably just be looking out onward into the sea.
All right. Do you want to make me a perception check? You can if you want to.
Why not?
All right.
That is. Do I click on it again? It's been a
Yeah,
while.
you click on it. So, when you're making rolls, you want to open up your character sheet.
I did that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had it set up since we got started.
Gotcha.
I got a 20, 19 plus 1, I should say,
Okay.
to a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. That's a pretty good roll.
That is a very good roll. Probably the best roll I've had.
Yeah, best roll that you've had. Okay. With a dirty 20, you're very accustomed to see life as a fishman, as a shark man particularly. So this, though the weather is definitely a bit odd right now. It doesn't make sense for why it is so seemingly cold. It is, you wonder mildly if it's like just your imagination, but as the wind keeps blowing, you're like, okay, no, there's something weird going on. But you kind of write your mind off it, and as you look off into the distance, kind of just barely above the horizon, you do see another ship that's been tailing you for the past 3 days. You've known about this for the past 3 days, that there has been a second ship just slowly tailing along, following you. Hasn't made any advances, and even with like a what's that instrument where you pull it out and it's like a scope? What? I forgot what the name is.
Like a spyglass?
Spyglass, there we go. Even with spyglasses and
Like a telescope spyglass, but either or.
yeah. Even with the spyglass provided by the captain of the ship, it is extremely hard to tell whose ship that is. And so it's been keeping the crews on edge. All the high-paying guests have been kind of on edge. They aren't feeling particularly safe, especially with a fishman on board. Saya, when
Yes.
All right, I want you to quickly hover over the like magical book option on the the third tab. That one. Click on that on your character, and you can on the far left you can expand it. So then it's on another screen for you.
Okay.
Okay. Now, when you're looking through it, I want you to click on the name that says perception, like on the left here under skills. I want you to click on that for me, please.
Perception.
Yep.
Click on perception.
Damn, you both are rolling pretty good today. Damn. Very good rolls. That's another dirty.
She's got a +6 on perception.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I am a fox character. I do have heightened senses.
Yeah, and also, other things as well for her character.
Okay. I don't know the sheets, but that's cool.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Or Sayaka, as your character is named. You have definitely noticed the chill in the air, the weird feeling that everyone on the crew has been having recently, and also, the ship that's been following you for the last 2 to 3 days. But you've also noticed that, the other fox on this crew has been kind of eyeing you suspiciously. Not suspiciously, but, with a hint of curiosity. And, it's not like a burning gaze, it's not anything like that, but it's just something to know. It's like the other half mink has been kind of gazing at you with a sense of curiosity. And with your role as a doctor, you also know that, this weird feeling on the ship, it is not a sickness. You can just tell that immediately. It is not a sickness, there's no, plague spreading around. It's just heightened emotions right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
You all can move wherever you want. You can interact with anything you want. I wish Observer was here. Saya, can you stand to the right of the screen, your model? Thank you, sweetheart. Wish Observer was here. Where are they? I'm hoping that they get here soon.
Yeah, he didn't respond to the "We good for Sunday?"
Yeah.
No, he said he was good.
Yeah, he said he was good.
I didn't see him respond.
Lily said she was fine. I think Lily's sleeping. It's okay. Okay, so you move up to Yukio. I'll take kind of mild control here. I'll see there'll be different RP sessions. Why are you next to Yukio, Saya?
Because other mink, I want to be next to it.
That's fair.
Wanna
Yukio kind of gives you kind of a weird glance at the corner of her eye as she's leaning against the railing, and as she's staring out into sea, but she doesn't really say anything else. She just kind of notices that you're there, and her 9 tails kind of sway behind her in what you as a mink are able to tell is almost happy, but you can tell that Yukio is not used to feeling happy or even close to the emotion of happy. So, she's just kind of staring off into the sea right now. Lane, what are you going to be doing?
Staying up on the, I guess, higher ends of the ship.
Alright.
Kind of enjoying the salty air of the sea.
That's fair. You see this crew member kind of shifting about, kind of mumbling to himself. He's very clearly not in what would be considered a good mood. And, he's just kind of mumbling to himself. If you want to make a perception check to see what he's saying, you can, or you can just kind of leave it be.
I'll try and make a check for that.
Okay.
19.
Nice. Okay. You can pick up the words, this ship has been following us for so long. I hope they didn't plan to attack during the gala tonight. The ballroom is clearly, I mean, but will this shark be able to, this stupid fish, will he be able to do anything?
I will approach him slightly.
He's gonna jump back a bit in fear and be like, yes, sir?
What is that you fear?
Quite frankly, a lot of things. Quite frankly, I'm scared of the ship that's following us. I'm scared that the soon-to-be king will be hurt. And,
For being a guardsman of the newly acquainted prince, now king, you have a lot of fear in that heart of yours.
Well, I certainly ain't a guard. I'm just simply here to make sure the ship goes. We stay on course. And he's definitely very much kind of wilting back. He's leaning back as far as he can without stumbling over to get some distance between the two of you, and he's definitely sweating. Like, his palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, he's nervous.
We will keep an eye on that ship, and I hope you all do as well. They could be sailing the same seas as us. No pain, no mind. Cargo ships, just frankly travelers, or could have more nefarious purposes. But we were all hired to do one job, and we will do it well.
Yes, of course. Yeah, please excuse me. And he starts walking away.
Sure. I'll go back to my position and continue to look outward.
Yep.
Watching the waves and
observers on.
Still glancing at the faint ship in the distance behind us.
Let's see here. What is a good check for seeing what type of ship it is? Make me a insight check, please, CMC, if you want to see what type of ship it is.
I don't mind that. 13. That one's bad.
You can immediately kind of rule out the fact that it is not a cargo ship. Cargo ships are not that small. That ship is, quite frankly, a very small ship compared to the massive ship that you're currently on for the pleasure cruise. It can probably only fit like maybe 10-15 crew members. And you can tell that its sails are white. So they're not, it doesn't immediately give off pirate. Like some pirates have different colored sails, they have different colored flags, but you that's an issue, is that there is no flag being sailed at the very top, which is what's causing so many issues. But that's all you can kind of glean from where you are.
Okay. What kind of flag are we sailing?
You are sailing the Elysia flag and the world government flag.
Okay.
So very clearly, a Navy vessel, or at least a world government affiliate vessel. The Elysia flag is kind of it's very simple in design. It's two sickles crossing over each other, with a symbol of a lion kind of plastered over it. The lions
Yeah,
are.
so our affiliation is quite distinctly known.
Yes,
Perfect.
we are very distinctly known. Like if anyone were to spyglass it, they would be able to tell that. Okay, this is an Elysia Kingdom ship, very, very clearly. Okay, Observer will be joining us soon.
Oh, perfect.
So yeah, it's you are distinctly at a disadvantage right now.
Excuse me. What do you mean?
When it comes to be not like if pirates are going to attack, they know who they're dealing with, which is kind of a good and a bad thing.
Like they know what to prepare for.
Yeah, they know what to prepare for. While you guys are at a disadvantage of this ship very clearly does not have any distinct marks, so it is very, very difficult to ascertain.
Oh. Hi.
Hi, Observer.
There. Alright, I gotta get logged into Roll20 now.
Yep. Hi, Observer. How are you today?
Doing good. Exhausted. I just had to install a fridge.
Yeah, that's always a fun thing. I forgot that your fridge
Yeah.
kind of pooped out in the middle of winter. I forgot about that.
Yeah, finally got a new one, and it showed up like 2 weeks early, and I was like, so
Yeah, so you're like, oh fuck, what do I do here?
yeah, it's like I have to get this done. Oh no. Yeah, I would have like stopped like halfway through the installation. I thought we didn't start till 11, so my bad.
No, you're fine. Things happen. Lily, I think Lily's just passed out. Like, genuinely, I think she's passed out. But I guess we kind of have a good. So we're just kind of sailing right now. You know, we're on the pleasure cruise. Y'all are on the pleasure cruise. Miss Sayaka has kind of stepped forth because you've been kind of giving her glances every now and then because, you know, you've been curious about, oh, another half mink. That's a fox.
Okay.
That's interesting. And also, there's a very weird atmosphere on the crew right now, or on the ship right now, because you do notice that you are being followed by a small ship that can only fit about 15 people with no distinct markings of who they're affiliated with and so I promise it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine for me doing all the work because it's me. Like, I'm the storyteller. You are like the people in it. Also, Observer, this is Saya.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. She doesn't know what she's doing, so this is like her introduction to D&D.
No worries. If I'm sure any of us that do know what we're doing, if you have questions, just toss them our way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yippee.
Yippee.
I'll try my best.
No, it's okay. You're doing perfectly fine, sweetheart. You're doing wonderful. All right. So that's kind of where we're at right now, is that you notice that, like, this ship is, like, sailing barely above, like, beyond the horizon. So it's very hard to tell, even with the spyglass, of who the ship belongs to. And it's just making everyone kind of on edge. And you also know that tonight there will be a kind of a gala or a ball or a performance being held in the opera house tonight. And the guard and everyone is kind of like hoping that it goes well.
Okay.
And also the air is very cold for this time of year, which doesn't bode well.
Interesting.
Okay.
All right. And you said, Isai's characters has kind of like a come up to Yukio.
Yeah. You're both kind of staring off in the sea right now. You've been kind of silent, just kind of gathering your thoughts, while also, making sure that there's nothing else approaching the pleasure cruise.
Okay. So, Yukio kind of like, after a while of this just kind of silence and noticing the occasional glance, kind of looks over and just... If you're going to ask a question, I suppose you might as well get to it.
Hold on, let me turn you up.
I don't know what to ask.
Well, I mean, there's a very clear answer is, are you also a half mink, or something like along those lines? Something that your character would ask.
Hey, I've noticed that you have multiple tails. Are you also a half mink? That's also fox breathing? Or bred?
The last I checked, yes.
That's nice. At least there's one other similar kind of my species, at least subspecies.
And Yukio kind of like, it takes a more like direct look at you at that point, just kind of... I suppose it is not very often when I see somebody else like me, especially out here.
Let's see. Yeah, I must say you're the first one I've met in several years. Probably at least 15, so it's nice.
Okay, I'm going to roll an insight check just to like kind of get like your character's kind of general demeanor. I just like see if they feel like they're like uncomfortable or something, because I'm gonna...
Okay.
So let's see if I actually let's see if I actually notice this. All right. But yeah, I'm not trained in insight. This will be fun. I mean, it makes sense.
I mean, yeah.
I know I am trained in insight. I'm just terrible at it.
I
Never mind.
Oh my god. Fucking Christ.
And so it begins again. Okay.
This character, I swear.
The main character of the session has logged on.
Yeah, it's the strongest character.
Has a +2 bonus, rolls a 15. Yep. All right. I see how today's gonna go.
Yep.
So no, Yukio just kind of like looking at you. Like I imagine you might be kind of like fidgeting a little bit in place or something like that. But, like, she kind of like notices that and just, don't worry, you're safe for now. I haven't been paid to do anything aside from bodyguard yet.
Well, hopefully that won't change. It just stays that way.
Well, supposedly, it should be the same. And thus, Guilford kind of walks up from, like, a door from over here and kind of steps forth. Who is your new friend, Yukio?
Someone kind of like me. Well, I suppose there are certain aspects that probably aren't the same. Probably for the best.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, the prince wants the opera house to start being prepared. So, he wants the guard detail to, scout it and make sure everything is ready to go.
All right. Well, I'll get on that then.
Also,
And Yukio kind of just like takes another look at you, and then starts to kind of like sidle past to head down.
as you sidle past, Guilford is going to kind of whisper a code word to you, Yukio. And that code word is, tonight's the night. Well, you know, it's sort of a simple thing, but to you, it's a symbol of, okay, tonight's the night that we're going to be killing a person. Specifically a Tuhao. Alfalfa Tuhao, specifically.
Oh, goody.
Saya, you probably don't even understand what was said, but you just kind of notice that Guilford is not even remorseful about what he is going to do, but he just sighs, saddles up next to you, and pulls out a cigar and starts smoking.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say when Guilford gives that kind of like little like message, like Yukio smiles, but that smile doesn't go anywhere near the eyes. Like there's a smile there, but it don't reach the eyes as she heads down.
All right. Guilford just kind of takes a puff out of a cigarette and just sighs out the cloud as he kind of looks out over the sea. He doesn't seem to be in a talking mood right now. You can go ahead and move your character if you want to, you know, kind of do what you need to do. Okay. Alright. So, I will now go ahead and prep us for the Opera Hall. If my Roll20 loads. Roll20, please. Can we not do this? Roll20. Thank you,
It's
Roll20.
been fun.
Roll20 is being a bitch. Okay. And thus, it's like maybe 30 minutes later. Don't show again. Just kind of ignore that, Zaya. You don't have to worry about that. Just that pop up.
Oh man, this is chugging along.
It is.
To get used to it.
Mm-hmm. Alright. And thus, welcome to the Opera Hall. Saya, you can go ahead and like move around if you want to show off where you are. But I am going to
Right, I gotta zoom out.
focus ping.
Big map.
There we go. That is where all of you are right now. Kind of situated in the top balcony overlooking the opera hall. You see some people kind of sitting around, you know, kind of already preparing. It's been maybe an hour or so. And for the most part, you think that everything is going well. There's nothing, There's nothing going on right now. There's nothing too scary. There's nothing too worrying. At least, as you can tell, like at a simple glance. If you want to do like insight checks to make sure that like that stays that way, then you may. Or you can just kind of just sit around and do what you need to do.
I think Yukio's probably keeping an eye on things, but then also kind of like generally taking like is every once in a while taking a look over where the two houses are at just to make sure that they're not going anywhere yet.
So far, there's no one at the two-house table, at the two-house balcony yet, outside of the shark fishman. He just, you know, the shark fishman is just kind of standing in the middle of the walkway. Very intimidating. He's very intimidating persona. But so far, there's no two-house right now. The prince hasn't even arrived yet. And so, as more and more people fill in, eventually, though, Alfalfa Tuhao does join the fray. Lane, kindly move aside, please. Thank you. He kind of he takes a heavy seat down, and he just sighs very, very heavily, as if like his old bones were creaking a bit too much. How are things looking so far, Lane? Everything good for the play?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay. Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back. And
Just
what of, well, the Cosmos? He says that kind of in a whisper. Yukio, making me a perception or insight check to see if you pick that up.
I will do
From across the
perception.
way, that'll be insane.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a rough one.
yeah, it's gonna be a rough
All
one. So whichever one you want.
I mean, I'm equally garbage at both of them, ironically. So
And before a 17.
In before,
yeah,
in before 20. Yeah.
yeah. All right. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, there we go.
Oh.
See it. There it is.
There it
There it
is.
is.
Yeah, there it is.
That is. Oh,
Yeah.
There's a roll.
That is a roll of all time, that's for sure. It was a 4, chat. I need to figure out a way to get the chat, like, overlaid. It's fine. I'll figure it out later. So,
And the other thing is, like, I could be an absolute psycho and use my inspiration on it.
you could.
I could.
That's up to you.
And you know, what else am I using it on, really? Like, what else am I using it on?
eventual attack roll.
Eventual attack roll.
Ah,
Maybe survival.
those I'm not worried about.
Yeah, that's fair, yeah.
You know what? Sure. Let's see what happens here.
Oh,
Let's
boy.
see if I get the exact. Let's see if it does the classic roll 20 thing of you using inspiration and it giving you one more or less on the roll.
Alright, let's see. Let's see what happens.
Okay, no, that's all right.
That's bad.
That's better.
It's not bad. Alright, so you're going to pick up, like, mild bits of conversation, but you do notice that they are going to be talking about, specifically the Cosmos. You don't know exactly what they're talking about, but you know that they're talking about your family. Alright. And
Okay.
Lane, he's directly talking to you now, kind of in a whispered voice. So, they've been eyeing us down very recently, especially that fox. Are you prepared to defend my life if it comes down to it, Lane?
What were you paying me for
Well,
if I can't do my job?
Quite frankly, I was hiring you mostly for your presence. You have a very, well, noticeable frame. But considering the fact of what we're going to be dealing with based on everything else, I suppose you should be paid a bit extra.
Save that for when my job is done.
Alright. I was going to offer you... I want to offer you a simple increase to your pay. Name your price.
Make it out alive tonight, and I'll let you know. But I will not let a single hair off that fox touch you, sir.
Good answer. And he kind of rings a bell, and a waiter comes along and pours him some whiskey, and he kind of takes a sip. Sit down if you want to, but I know you won't.
I wasn't gonna anyway, so.
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, he's very clearly just doesn't give a shit right now. He's kind of gazing out at the stage. And then someone important arrives. Princess Kumi has entered the scene. She
Oh,
kind
boy.
of kind of walks up to you, Saya, and she's like, "Oh, you're here. I thought you would still be up on top of the deck."
No, madam. The security detail was ordered to be ready for your arrival.
Wonderful. Thank you. I really do appreciate, you watching over us and everything. I am very, very clearly. This is a lot, isn't it? Don't you think? She kind of says that with like a nervous smile.
It can be, but nothing that you need to worry about, madam. You will be safe in our capable hands. Or my capable hands.
Thank you. And then, lo and behold, the person of interest has arrived. Prince Yila, the 11th, kind of just walks past, sits down, and he kind of leans forward with his hands folded and his chin resting on top of those folded hands. He doesn't even like look at Kumi, and she just sighs softly and be like, "Hopefully tonight's a better night." And so she saddles up and sits down. Saya, if you wanted to make me an insight check on how she's feeling right now, go ahead.
Insight.
It's all alphabetical, so it should be there. You can't exactly tell what's going on, but you can tell that she is not really enjoying this quote-unquote pleasure cruise. It's very hard to kind of get a good reading on her. And so, with everyone arrived, the lights dim low. May I turn your attention to the stage? Focus paint. That should help. Saya.
It did.
Wonderful. And then, through the curtain, someone walks out. And he simply goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your grand performance." For reference, this is a pirate that you all dealt with when you first met each other. And now he's back.
Yeah.
Now, before we begin this wonderful show and grandiose spectacle, I must give my applaud to Miss Prince Yila the 11th. Congratulations on becoming a king. I really am happy for you, but sadly, your reign is not going to last very long. And suddenly, a couple pirates start kind of roaming around through the stage, and now there's only two of them, but still, the crowd starts to murmur a bit nervously, and our wonderful little pirate goes, "It's time for our show to begin with the execution of a king." And just like that, combat has started.
Oh boy.
All right.
Oh, fantastic.
Remember to click on your token. So when you click on your token, and then click on the initiative button. Why is
Which one would that be again?
Wait, did it not reset? One moment. Remove. Clear. Clear, one moment. Aha! There we go. Okay, go ahead and click on it again. Do it again.
Which one's the initiative button again? Red, green, blue? Which one was it
None of
again?
those. So when you click on your token, and then click on your character sheet.
Ah. Where would that be again?
It should be right next to Dex.
Oh, click on initiative next to speed and armor
Yes.
class.
Yeah.
24? Jesus.
You know,
Oh yeah, you have +5. What the heck, man?
yeah,
Yeah.
Dex.
Dex. Yep.
Oh man.
It will never get any better than that unless I get like alert at some point.
Damn, what the fuck are these guys' initiative? What the fuck? Why did I roll on that one on it? What the fuck?
That's insane.
That's sad. Saya, you can move the turn order anywhere you want, by the way. Like if you hover over it, you can move it.
I don't know how it looks on stream, so if it's
That
in the way,
works.
let me know.
Actually, can you move it to the top right of the screen? Like right over. There we go. Boom. Perfect. All right. Combat has begun. I see that you have positioned yourself between you and the princess, Saya. So Yukio, you are first.
Okay. Well, that is certainly an adequate distraction, isn't it? How much range? Are these rooms that we're actually in, like up above, kind of like balcony type
Yeah,
room?
they're balcony type
like
rooms.
Okay.
They're about like 10 feet above the ground. But there are also
Okay.
banners hanging over them, like big red banners, kind of as drapes almost. So you could grab onto them and kind of shimmy down, but it will cost half of your movement economy.
Okay.
Or you can make me an athletics or acrobatics check to see if you land perfectly fine when you jump off the ledge. I forgot to add Gilbert there. Sorry. I know I was forgetting one person, but either way.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. So, funny two hounds over there still. How much movement do I have? 40. Right. So I could get to like there,
Mm-hmm.
and then there, and then that way. Eventually.
Yeah, or you can just go straight shot, you know.
Yeah. I could. You know. Yeah, because that'd be half my movement to get down there, and then I'd have about that much movement. Unless I could get like right there technically.
Yeah. Or if you do that athletics or acrobatics check and you succeed, you don't waste half your movement. It's you just have a easier way of getting down without using any of those skills by kind of rolling down the banners.
Okay.
But if you just want to jump straight off, you can just, you know, make sure you do that roll.
Yeah. I look at the Gilbert and just kind of. Unfortunately, I think certain plans will have to be put on hold for the moment. And
Great.
then yeah, I'll make an acrobatics check, I suppose, to go there.
Okay. Make me that roll.
So that's 5 feet of my movement, and then if I land correctly, then I'll be okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
What the fuck?
All right.
Nat 20.
Now 20 plus 7. Oh my god.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
how are you getting down from there? Like, are you doing like a front flip, a back flip? Are you doing any funny moves? What are you planning?
Yukio just kind of like with her spear, rather than just kind of like jumping the banister, she kind of uses the spear to kind of like vault the banister so that like when she lands, she kind of just like does like a rolling landing like over here.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And then okay, so that was 5 feet of my movement. to land there, so I've got 30 more.
Oh boy.
Main character of the campaign, everybody.
Jesus fucking
Dice tell
Christ.
stories.
The dice tell stories, that's for sure. All right.
Alright, I don't have...
Do you have any
let's see, I don't-
like
yeah,
bonus action stuff that you can pop on yourself, or no?
Let's see, I don't have that yet. That's next level when I get that. No, nothing yet that I can really do.
Okay. Is
Oh,
that your
yeah, I
turn?
forgot because of Mariner, I have climb speed equal to my move speed.
You can also like dash action.
I could, but I don't want to push up too far.
That's fair.
Because let's see, I could get to like going around the seating. Yeah, I could technically get to like right there.
You could.
If I dashed.
That's entirely up to you.
Yeah, I think I would think I'm gonna hold there and
End turn.
yeah, end turn.
All right, Saya, your turn. All right. So this is the fun part. So, your character speed is 30 feet. By clicking on the ruler tab on the far left, right below the T, you are able to kind of measure out how far you can go. So click on that. And then you can kind of click anywhere you want, and it'll show kind of where you can go.
But do I need to make a move? Because technically didn't you make me like a medic build,
Yes.
sort of?
I mean, and you also do have ranged options.
Yeah, because I have gun blades.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Make sure you measure correctly and make sure that it shows properly. What the fuck? Why is it not? Why are we struggling here? Jesus, roll 20. No. Okay, my roll 20 crashed.
Roll 20, a perfectly balanced and functioning application.
Is it?
It's what we keep telling ourselves.
Okay. There's just supposed to be two other pirates next to
Nope, the background turned the color as the opera instead of it just being white.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well,
Well, visually that looks better.
that does.
That is a lot more pleasing to the eye, thank
Yeah.
God.
It's very appropriate to still listening and watching. Hope everyone's been having. Oh, we're having so much fun right now. I think, right, everyone?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as I'm learning. I think I'm gonna stay back and do ranged combat though.
Okay.
I mean, I'm having a great time right now.
Let me just make sure. You can shoot.
'Cause I
up to
do have
120
sharpshooting.
You have 120 range, Saya. So if you click on yourself and kind of.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, he's
no,
in
you can
range.
hit
They're
everybody.
all in range. You don't have to worry about it. Who are you shooting? Who are you going to be shooting, Saya?
Um.
A medic with a sniper rifle up in the balcony.
Left person.
Okay.
Left pirate.
Okay, left pirate. So when you are in your character sheet and you see your weapon, click on Gunblade Ranged and just click on it.
14.
Well, that's gonna fucking hit. If you click on the purple part in the chat, Saya, like in the actual chat, it'll show us damage numbers. 8 piercing. Damn. This pirate kind of looks at you kind of funny. Like, he sees you kind of taking aim. He's like, it's fine. They can't hit me from... And then, bam! The dude just fucking kind of clutches his gun wound, and he is very much bloody. He's on... Like, he's holding... He's like, You bitch! Ow! Let's see, do you have any bonus action stuff that you can do? Oh, you can. Oh no. You can, you can focus your aim when you hit a creature the first time. You do have a lot of options, Saya.
I think it's shift click when I do this.
So do you want to do a funny thing, Saya, and add another 1d4 to that damage if you want to?
Oh, what?
Another 1d4.
A 4 roll? Is that what that means?
1d4. You add this an extra dice to the damage.
Sure, I don't see why not.
Alright, I will roll that for you. Actually, in the chat, do /roll, like /ROLL space 1d4. And then enter. Okay.
-1. Rolling.
Well,
Minus
one.
one.
But he is definitely feeling that shot, though. He's not enjoying his life right now. All right, is that your turn? I think that's your turn, right?
Yeah, I assumed so. I did an attack and yeah.
Okay. Very nice. Lane, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna
Yeah, that's
probably try my best to get onto the ground floor.
Okay.
So that would be. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, where's the ruler? Oh, there's the ruler. So it'd be like almost 15 feet, or about 10 feet to get to the railing.
And then you can make me an acrobatics check if you want to just fall off without taking half your movement, or you can take half your movement to get down to the ground floor.
I'll try and do the acrobatics. Athletics or acrobatics check? you
One
said?
of the two, whichever
Acro.
one you want.
I'll do athletics. So I have a higher choice on that one.
Okay. Make me that roll.
15.
Okay.
nice.
Yeah, no, it succeeds. Barely, very, very barely did you succeed it. So you are now.
That's not good.
I will just let you
I
know now,
mean-
the DC is 14 to succeed it. So
Yeah, that's
You succeeded. You're good.
scraping by exactly how I do things here.
Yeah, that's all that matters. As long as it works. Doesn't matter how well it works, as long as it works.
So you have
So that'd be-
20 extra feet of movement after you kind of jump off the ledge. How do you want to do that, by the way?
Probably just like vault over with one hand and just, well, I guess, superhero land.
He did a superhero landing, guys. He did a superhero landing. Okay. And then now you have 20 feet of movement. Where are you going to go?
I will get it right here. Oh, oops. Go right up to here before similar to where Yukio is, just on the opposite side, just right above the stairs.
Okay.
Is there I have darts in my inventory. What's the range on that one?
think-
Fuck, what was the range on darts?
I think it's like 20 and then 40 for darts. It's not they're not super long range, or it might just be a flat 30.
I think it's a flat 30.
I don't know how to check that,
One
but I
moment,
would
please.
not
Oh,
be
here.
able to.
One moment, I got this. It's a matter of finding the right. This is what we call the fun part of the D&D, Saya, where we have to figure out what the fuck we're talking about. Where are darts? What the fuck?
Okay, range.
Oh, is it
No, 20 and 60.
20 and 60? Okay, so you have 60 max range, CMC.
Closest, like farthest person, 75. I wouldn't be able
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to reach even if I wanted to.
No worries.
So what's 2060? How does that?
You have a minimum
the way-
range of 20 and a maximum range of 60.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That kind of makes sense now that you explained that to me. That should be the end of my turn unless I would dash, but I wouldn't have anything else to do.
Okay.
So that'll be in the end of my turn. How do I end my turn?
It just ended my turn, and you end your turn, and I click a button on my end. All right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the end of my turn because there's not much I can do now.
And so, as he watches basically one of his men just get fucking sniped from across the room by one of the foxes, he says like, "Tisk, you shouldn't have done that." And with the power of DMing and being funny, we are now going to do Balloon Friends.
God.
It's
Not again.
Balloon time. Not balloon time.
Oh, the max roll.
a maximum roll. Oh no. And you
That's a lot of
see
balloons.
4 balloon animals pop out of his body. And they're kind of floating around right now, kind of all in different spots.
I was hoping for a 1, but maybe I shouldn't have thought about the number.
So now they're kind of moving around. They'll move on his action. So the pirates, I don't want to have too many turn actions. And so that's his as an action. Now that's just once per turn. I don't need to worry about that. Where did his sheet go? I had his sheet open. What the fuck?
When your roll 20 crashed, probably.
No, it's fine. I figured it out. Okay, and he's gonna kind of stand there and kind of giggle madly. And so, along with his turn, the balloon animals start moving. And also with his turn, the pirates are now able to shoot. Alright, we're gonna do 1, 2. Pirate number 1 is going to be aiming for Lane, and pirate number 2 is going to be aiming for you, Saya. I'm assuming a 7 does not hit you, CMC?
No, it does not.
Saya, does a 15 hit you?
How?
It's when you check your character sheet, and you see armor class.
17.
Okay,
so
that
no.
does not hit you. Okay. So they shoot their guns trying to shoot, and they fucking miss. That's the end of their turns.
Broski's just bleeding to death, and
Yeah, he tries to shoot the shark, and he fucking like whiffs it, and it hits the like some of the wood on the railing, and it's like, and our lovely little Bungie here is like, are you trying to aim better? All right, Yukio, your turn.
Yippee! Alright, let's see.
Balloon time.
15. 15 and 25, so that's 40, so I can get to there. And then if I dash...
Please note there are stairs on the ends of
Yeah.
both ends of the stage.
I did not see
Okay,
that
so-
because of the grid, but now that you pointed that out, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I could technically get to right there, but that would be my entire turn, or I get to right here. And just prep for the next turn. Now, either way, it's gonna take multiple turns for me to get up there. So if I action dash to get up there now, next turn I could start actually doing something. Unless
Oh, I forgot to change
double check my sheet.
music. I've been listening just calmly to the fucking.
Oh wait, there's supposed to be music.
No, it's for stream. Don't worry about it. Continue.
Oh.
I'm sorry. That was my fault. I've just been sitting happily listening to some like Ruin King music. It's like da 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 da. No,
Is
continue.
it Reaver King or?
No, I was listening to of boats and of mountains of boats and houses.
Ah, okay. I'll need to go back to that.
It's like,
Whenever I hear Ruin King music, I think of Reaver King.
there
I
we go.
could be
Cobalt
really
River?
silly. I could be really silly right now.
Be silly. Do it.
Do I be silly and use my action surge to make it all the way up to him and hit him once?
Just smack him once in the mouth. Be like, bam. I mean, you could.
Like I could make it to him. Like that's with action surge, I could make it up there and make one attack roll.
Man, we love.
Because I don't have extra attack right now, so action surge for an attack roll isn't as huge as it normally is. Like we're not 5th level yet, so action surge isn't as silly. You know what? I think that might actually be my best use of action surge.
Okay.
Because like one extra hit isn't huge at the moment, but making it all the way up there in less than 3 turns is.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know what? Why not? So we're just gonna down the aisle, up the thing, and then just gonna deal with this guy. Get rid of the ads. Get rid of the ads first.
Oh. The pirate's gonna be like, he's gonna blink, and suddenly you're right there. He's like, what the hell?
That's only a 10 to hit.
That misses.
Damn.
Wow.
All right.
That's a tough one.
He barely dodges. Like you kind of catch his hat just a tiny bit, like his stupid little pirate hat. And he's like, "Hey, I paid good berry for that."
Yeah. Like I just imagine like the actual shock from how quickly Yukio got up there caused him to like jump back instinctively, and that's the only thing that saved him.
Yeah. All right.
It's like this. Whoa!
Oh Jesus!
And then he just like sees like the proverbial like line where like the swing went through, and it's just like, oh.
Oh. All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right. Saya, your turn.
Oh, Yukio or Lane, is there any preference on? I don't. Is it allowed to ask them who they want me to target?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's yeah.
And do the balloons act as taunts if they're in my side of view?
Yes. They basically, if you try to target someone behind a balloon, you can.
It hits the balloon.
Yeah, it hits the balloon. Also, you do have a spell that costs a bonus action called Hunter's Mark. It basically boosts your fucking damage. It's nothing too crazy, but I just want to let you know about it.
So the ruler, if I wanted to do this, I could just do this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Would you guys want me to get rid of that assistant?
Oh, I mean, if we think he's almost dead, yeah, that'd be probably the best course of action.
Yeah, just picking things off like with whatever you can is always a good option.
Definitely, yeah. It is a good idea to go with you, but asking people is also helpful.
Yeah.
To try and like set up and plan, because I was thinking about dealing with the balloon animals on my turn.
Okay, well that's gonna hit. Roll me that damage, please.
Is the D4 1D4?
Not yet.
You can add a D4 to it later. Click on the name.
That, yeah.
Oh, 8 again?
Damn, good shit. Don't roll me anything just yet, because this dude is gonna be... He's gonna yell back at his boss, Bungie, it hurt! And then bam, he just fucking falls down to the ground. He is dead.
Man, crumpled like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah, he's just gone. He's just lying there in a pool of his own blood. He's like...
Well, there's one.
You can
I don't know if I can do any.
No, wait, hold on. Before I do say anything else, can you Hunter's Mark? What is the range on Hunter's Mark again?
90 feet.
90 feet. Okay, you're not even range. You are.
Actually, I am in range.
You
should be allowed. You should be in range of most.
Yeah, you'd be able to Hunter's Mark any of the balloon boys.
At least
Besides
3 of
the
the
one in
balloon
front of
boys.
So what does it mean and takes a bonus turn?
Oh, it means you can shoot and then activate it, or activate it and then shoot.
So then I should activate it to take down one of the balloons.
Well, it's basically you're marking them, and when you make an attack roll on them, you gain.
So it's like exposing them.
Exactly.
Exposing
Yeah.
a weakness.
Yeah. And it'll that spell will last until you kill the creature you mark, and then once you've killed a creature you've marked, you can then use your bonus action to move that to a new target within range.
Okay, well then I guess I'll activate it on this one.
Ping it for me. Like hold it and there we go. Okay, I will go ahead and mark it then.
Just make
I didn't
Lane's path to it easier.
Yeah.
I didn't see the ping, but
No, it's okay.
Right
You're
here.
going to see it if I can find the right one.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just gotta find the right. Here we go. That's a good one.
Alright,
That one
I guess
is
it'll only
Hunter's
bottom
Marks.
left.
I believe you're done outside of movement. So if you
Yep.
want to start moving, you can.
I'm sticking right here.
Okay.
I have everyone in my range. I do not need to move.
All right. That'll be your turn. Lane, you are up.
okay, I will. Hunter's Mark. What does that do again? Does it
It's only just for
like...
Saya. Saya just basically gets extra damage on it.
Okay. I thought there was like a general bonus for everybody.
No, it's only for her.
Okay.
I already feel kind of OP. I don't think that it would be fair.
Girl, I made you as strong as I could.
So I'm probably gonna move. Actually, probably like 30 feet right here. With most of my feet.
Yeah.
Is that?
All right.
is
So
that-
you kind of jump over. Some people were kind of ducking under the seats.
But yeah, you're a monk, right?
He
Yes.
is.
You're level 2. I think do you have the thing where you can spend a key point to like dash?
I don't think I grabbed that.
Okay.
Let me double check because I want to like cross.
Because if you do, you could just about make it up to the stage.
If it says a second, I have unarmored movement, so it doesn't look like I chose that. Hold on, let me look.
One moment. I'm
Yeah, you'd have to
also
check
looking.
the key stuff.
It doesn't. Okay, I did not put Step of the Wind on my character sheet.
Hmm.
And I spend one key point to take the disengage or dash action.
Which one did you take? You took Flurry of Blows, right?
Oh no, sorry. I have unarmored movement of that or dedicated weapon. Okay, so key, yeah, Step of the Wind is just a normal thing that you get at second level.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
Flurry of Blows, Patient Defense, Step of the Wind. Okay.
Yeah, so you could spend a key point and just double your movement, which would give you another 30. So you could actually get up to something.
I have 40 feet of movement, so
Oh, you have 40, so yeah, you'd actually be able to go even farther than that.
yeah.
Like you could.
You could reasonably get up to the stage or start popping balloons.
I was gonna use
Yeah.
Dart to try and deal with the balloons real quick.
Oh, that's actually a smart idea. You can use a key point and do, another attack action to throw more darts.
Flurry of
Just
Blows
make it the
you-
carnival game.
Yeah,
Flurry blows
but-
can be used for darts as well.
I had no
Yep.
idea. All right, so I will probably deal with. Okay, so I will probably attack this one first.
Okay.
How do I target that one again?
You you don't target. Just click on darts for me.
Okay. I will click on Dart.
I know which one you're going for. Don't worry about it.
Here it is. 20.
That's going to hit. Click on the name for me.
Okay. And it will deal 6 damage.
Well, yep. The balloon immediately pops. And a loud clap is heard. But there's no one around that can hear it. Or at least our Bungie friend is going to look at you like, Hey, that's not fair. You shouldn't be popping the fun. Alright. Are you going to use another key point to use another attack?
Oh, I will. Yeah, I will spend a key point to flurry of blows to use the darts again.
Alright.
Oh, do I take down the darts this time as well?
Yeah, you take that. Yeah, you take it down on your character sheet, but
Okay.
don't worry about that.
Okay.
No, don't worry about it right now. But you know,
Yeah, I was. I will say to him, I thought we dealt with you the first time, and go for this one.
all right. Roll me that attack roll, please.
9.
Barely misses. It barely misses.
Yeah, I knew. I knew because earlier it says AC 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So it like you graze it, but it doesn't pop. And you know he kind of laughs.
Is Flurry of Blows 1 extra attack or 2? I forget.
You can spend to make 2 unarmored attacks.
Yeah.
Oh, 2.
Yeah, alright, yeah,
I
so
mean,
you get another
I'll
one.
count it because darts are technically unarmed, so you know.
I had no. I didn't know it was 2.
Well, you can make another one
What-
for me. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah. That's something that we didn't do last time. So.
Yeah, no worries. I'm just gonna say now, because darts are a monk weapon, you're free to use it basically with
Okay.
flurry of blows. So pop off. Roll me another attack roll, please.
7. That's worse.
No.
All right. I will stay as where I'm at, and then my turn there.
Okay. Immediately, balloon friends! Yay! More
God.
balloon friends!
More balloons. Oh, great.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
God.
He's rolling.
How many of these things can you have?
Head of the Hydra.
Can't he only have 8 of them max?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but we just dealt with one.
Oh,
and there's
boy.
7. The head of the Hydra.
Head of
Knock
the Hydra.
1, 2 more sprout, or 3 more in this case.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Observer, I did forget about Step of the Wind because I never used it in when I played Baldur's Gate.
Oh, yeah.
So I forgot that was even a thing.
Well, if you also read through Balloon Friends, you'll also notice he can only use it a number of times up to his proficiency level.
Oh.
We do not know how much that proficiency is.
It's 2.
Oh, okay, so,
So
he
he can't
cannot
use it
use-
anymore.
He cannot use
Yeah,
this
so he's out
ability
then.
anymore. He's
Okay.
like, well, that's the fun of the show. It never ends. And
But it
he's
does
just gonna end his turn kind of standing there. Balloon animals are going to start moving though. Now we're gonna move these two kind of closer. All right, this one is going to make an attack roll onto you, Mikio.
Yeah.
Boop.
6.
That does not hit, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's a little off.
Yeah,
Just a little bit.
just a tiny bit. You know, it kind
Just
of
a smidge.
flails around and tries to hit you, and it doesn't fucking do anything. I'm gonna move just the dead one over there. Like, the dead one's kind of off in the corner. They're still there. I just want to clear up space. Okay, and this pirate is going to... He's gonna look kind of like at the person sniping at them versus the fox that's currently bearing down his throat. He's like, he's gonna step up.
Oh, okay.
And then he is going to make a slash attack.
Yes? Question?
That's a fucking miss. He's going to try to aim, but, you know, he fucking
Throws
misses.
missing from 20 inch or 1 foot away.
Yeah. Well, in all fairness, Yukio has an armor class of 19, so, you know,
Yeah.
Yukio...
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah, the fortunate and unfortunate thing is, it is only going to get better one time when I hit 10th level and I can take defense, and then I'll have 20, and then it'll never get better than that again.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All
Well.
right. Yukio, it is your turn.
Well, there, good sir.
Oh no.
Yeah, uh-oh.
Wait. You're not gonna wait for him. I know you aren't.
No.
Yeah, that's gonna hit him.
I'm not gonna wait for him.
Ouch!
Yeah.
Ouch!
Okay.
That was...
How are you killing him?
Ooh, that was almost max damage.
How are you killing him?
You know, he steps up and goes for the swing, and like he misses, and like I imagine he kind of like overextends a little bit on the swing. So like Yukio kind of like half hands the spear, grabs him by the shoulder, and just through, and then just kind of shoves him to the side, like as he falls.
Boom. All right, you've cleared out the 2 pirates that he was with our friend with our friend Bungie, and he's gonna just damn it, useless little humans.
Yukio, if you can get rid of that balloon in front of the center, I can also start shooting at him.
Noted. Let's see, if I stand here, I can reach that. Yay for spears. Oh yeah, that also puts me in range of Bungie too. I am in a range of all 3 of them.
All 3 of them, yeah.
Not quite that one though.
With your OP armor stat.
Yeah. Oh,
Spear
because you kind of
gaming.
move through its space, this balloon animal up here is going to make an opportunity attack.
Fair enough.
I should probably have the balloon animals thing open. The 14 doesn't fucking hit. Of course it doesn't. Why would it hit?
It would hit me.
You know,
It wouldn't hit me either. I'd only hit Lane.
Everybody having a higher AC, and I'm the monk with 14.
yeah, you know, it'll get there.
Yeah, alright,
Welcome
so
to yeah.
go ahead.
Look.
Observer, go off.
All right. I don't think I can do anything else at the moment because I action surge to get up here. So
You did just make an attack roll.
Yeah.
yeah, and I just made an attack, and I don't have. Well, I technically have a second weapon, but I don't. Like, I can't bonus action attack with that one.
Do you have any bonus action stuff you can do?
Second wind, but you know,
Yeah,
kind of don't need that at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, fair enough.
So yeah, I think that's it for me.
Alright. Saya, your turn.
Should I just take care of balloons then?
I would start doing that, yeah.
I have the hunter's mark on this one, so I can just go ahead and do those.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're gonna...
Roll 20's gonna take a
Aim?
moment. It sometimes it fumbles, it stumbles, and it's sad.
Okay.
Roll 20.
Is it working for everybody else?
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, it finally popped up. That hits. And that's
Well,
dead. It immediately pops, and there's no one around for it to hear.
And then I can use hunter's mark again, right? Or
Yeah,
am I
you can.
limited on that?
You should be allowed to,
Yeah.
since it die.
Yeah, you just use your bonus action to move it to something else within range.
Yep.
Which should be any of like those 3 in the front.
Yeah. So you want the one in front of him?
Yeah.
All right.
Then end turn.
Okay.
I
Lane,
don't
you're
think I
up.
can attack again.
Okay. I'm gonna move about 10 feet, just a little bit more forward as we get closer. Okay. Just double checking because I was gonna use more darts. Since this is this is 20 feet.
Yeah.
I'll go for that one first because that one I just grazed it last time. I want to make sure it's dead.
Okay. Roll me that attack roll, please.
Oh
Oh my god. You can use another key point.
I hate to do it, but I will. I'd hate to do it given the
God,
circumstances
what is
because that just
with
makes me
your
feel.
rolls? Like
I mean, hey, three rolls in a row now. I have missed.
I know.
4, a 2, and a 2.
That's
Yeah,
so
that's-
sad. All right, roll it again because you use key.
Yeah,
you
I
have
use
2
a
more
key point to
attacks.
flurry. Yeah. All right.
That's gonna hit.
15.
There we
that
go.
is-
Doesn't matter the
Yeah,
damage,
and
it's
roll
just gonna
damage.
hit because you know
Yeah.
balloon animals. Remember, balloon animals only have 1 HP.
Mhm.
Let's see. Is there anyone in range? Nope.
It should be.
No, the balloon
Yeah, it should-
animal
it
just
should be, like-
pops, and there's no one there to hear it.
I was also gonna go for this one.
Okay.
Or I could also go for this one for Saya, but at the same time, you know,
Yeah.
I
Remember,
feel like this one would probably be.
I mean, you could.
That would actually hurt.
I mean, this is
I'll
probably,
probably just-
this one is the safest option if you want my opinion. But
I would probably I would probably just go for this one.
okay.
That was my initial idea.
All
All
roll
right,
me
for
that
my
roll me
second
that
attack
roll.
with flurry of blows.
Okay.
I have to
16.
assume. I have to assume Bungie's immune to his own shenanigans.
Yeah, he is. It pops,
Yeah.
and there's no one there to hear it. Bungie's gonna kind of like start looking around worriedly, like, no. The show hasn't really started yet. Come on, surely you all want a show, right?
Not the one we're looking for.
Get off the stage!
Alright, so your turn seems to.
I will probably use the rest of my movement to kind of replace where the.
Balloon animal was.
Cause I used 10 movement to get up here, and so I want to move like right up here if I can.
Yeah.
Or do I? Or is the?
If you
the
want to
stage
get, if
floor
you
a
want to
lot
get up
higher.
there, roll me an athletics check to, or if you, you'll have to use half your movement to get up there. Basically, if you want to get up there, you'd be here or here, depending on where you want to
Yeah.
go. So roll
Yeah,
me an
because it would
athletics
be right
check,
here, which would.
acrobatics, to see if you.
I'll
vault over
athletics
without
here.
worry.
Yeah, let's try.
Alright,
18.
Yep, you perfectly
Nice.
fine. You can go wherever you want, within range. Within
I
your
will
movement.
go exactly where I intended to. With a running sprint, I will leap over from here to there
Nice.
and get closer. Actually, this is still the same amount of movement, like either the same amount of movement or less.
Yeah.
But I'll still move here,
All right.
and that'll be the end of my turn, so I can get a little bit closer to my target.
Yeah, but Bungie's gonna be like, and he's gonna start kind of looking around, being a bit very, very nervous. Now that there's no need for this, the balloon animals are going to start moving again. All right, that'll be his turn because none of you are in range of him.
Okay.
Yukio, you're up.
He-hoo. Takes a step forward, planting the spear in like the stage and pulling out the katana because this guy's an actual threat. He gets the funny weapon.
No, miss,
Right.
Missy, there's no need for that. Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
ooh. Was that a 19 on the die?
I think that was a 19.
No, not quite. No, not quite.
It's
Not
an
quite.
It's an 18
It would
on the
be.
die.
8. Yeah.
Isn't it 15 plus 9? Or am I wrong?
Yeah, 15 plus 9. So. Oh.
Blias powers out.
Yeah, at least he's not
Yeah,
popping any
that's-
more balloons. You know, there's no more balloons, so you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Ouch, that's 12 slashing damage.
Okay.
And is he holding a weapon?
Hmm?
Like, does he have a knife out or something at the moment?
He has a sword right now in his hand.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I will use my samurai disarm. I will attempt to disarm this man with that.
Sounds
Okay,
good.
so you attempt to disarm a target. The strike. Okay. When you attack and hit with the katana, the target must succeed on a strength saving throw. 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your dex. So 8 plus prof would be 10. So he has to make a DC 15 strength save or he drops his sword at his feet.
His strength save? Oh no. Oh, the calculator is up there. So, okay. He needs to make a strength saving throw. I don't know if that was the right button. Was that the right button? What's the DC on that?
15.
He
Oh,
fails.
wow.
Woo! Nice.
He-
Alright, so yeah,
he
he
drops
just
his-
loses the sword.
The sword drops, and oddly enough, it's almost like it was a balloon. The sword was a balloon. Wait, what?
Okay. you can like hears like it just go like "Ear," as it hits the floor and just like just kind of looks at it like
Lily!
Okay.
We have the full party now.
whoa.
Hey, Lily.
Hi, Lily. Let me add you onto the thing because I had you off. One moment, please. There you are. Hi, Lily. I think she is muted. Yep. No
Yep.
worries. Hi, Lily. We're almost done with our combat encounter with the clown bitch again. All right, Yukio, is that your turn?
Let's see. Yep, no, that's everything.
All right. Saya, your turn.
So you keep saying that the balloons are being popped out of the thing to hear. Do they have like a pop damage around
Yeah.
to his surrounding area?
Yes, they do.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Hi.
Glorious.
I'm so sorry.
No,
Oh, don't worry.
Ye-
Girl, you are fine. There's no need to apologize. Shit happens.
Yep.
Yukio, are you good to eat a bit of damage? Or would you like me to just wait?
Do what you gotta do. I'm ready. Give me
Does the splash damage guarantee, or is it avoidable?
it's a deck save for like half damage, so
yeah,
like
it's a deck save.
It's a little bit of both.
Whatever that means.
Oof, you barely missed the balloon. Because its AC is 10. You need to hit 10 or higher to hit it.
Okay. Oh, I guess I just... Because I don't think I can attack again.
Can you? Do you have something in your sheet that allows you to do that?
I don't know, you're the one who designed it.
Yeah, I'm looking. Oh. I don't think you do. Sorry, I'm gonna look up. Nope, you do not have another attack set play. I'm sorry.
Then I end.
Okay.
That's pain.
Lane, you're
Rolling a
up.
3, pain, or a 2,
Okay.
pain.
Yeah, it's okay.
I will move forward to get in range of Bungie,
Okay.
as I will, and try and make some attacks with my claw weapons.
Sounds
Wait,
good.
Tekakagi.
Roll me that damage.
Or roll the hit first.
Roll me the hit. You know what I meant.
16.
Shit, does that hit him? Yep,
It
yep, it does. It does hit him.
So his is 15.
So 5 slashing.
Damn, okay.
I do not have any more key points, so I cannot flurry of blows. So that will be the end of my turn.
Sounds good. He's gonna kind of look around and he's like, well, this is a disappointing show. And Yukio, you're holding the spear towards him, right?
The katana at the moment.
Oh,
Yeah.
the katana. He's going to like kind of try to grab at you and shove the katana through him. So make me a strength saving throw.
Yeah. All right. I don't think I'm all that great at those. Surprisingly,
Yeah, surprisingly.
because I'm a dex fighter, not a. not a strength fighter. I do still have proficiency in it technically, because
Yeah, fighter.
why is my character sheet not opening properly?
Roll 20. Why? Why are we doing this roll 20?
Yeah, I'm just gonna refresh.
No, it's
I
like
hate that. I do hate to ask, is there better alternatives than Roll20, or is Roll20 just the best?
Unfortunately, like, there is Foundry, which is a fantastic application. Unfortunately, it has, like, 0 D&D support.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
Which is
that was
frustrating.
something we discussed like what 3-4 weeks ago.
Yeah, when we did
Yeah.
session 0, that was something that we discussed, and it was just like, oh, yeah, you know.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, there's the terrible roll of the night. So,
Yeah,
you know,
okay. So he's gonna grab it
boy.
and he's gonna shove it through him, basically killing himself on you. And he's like, "Well, I will see you next time." And then gone with a
God.
bang.
oh god, and all the balloons.
9, 10,
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
11 thunder damage if you do not make a dexterity throw. Make me those dexterity throws, you two.
Okay, yeah, saving throws.
That's better.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Come on, dude.
This one's a nat 20.
My
Yeah.
God.
Hey, it's
Well-
dexterity, it's dexterity based, you know.
yeah.
All right, so you're taking.
I got 21.
Yeah, you're taking half.
Yeah, that
of
was a good one.
So
You too. That was 18 on your roll.
you both take 5 thunder damage as once again, Bungie just pops, and just like that, the combat is over.
Cool. Yukio's gonna do one last thing. she's gonna grab her spear and then let's see. I can get 40 and then 25 and then 10. Okay, yeah, and Yukio, as soon as she knows Bungie is going, like as soon as he like detonates, she's kind of like shrugs off the blast and then just starts booking it for the back to like the balcony area.
Oh my god.
How's gonna like now that like he sees Yukio, like full force, he's like, Lane.
I will try and catch up to her. Do I?
All right, roll me both of you. Roll me a d20, just a flat d20.
Okay. So roll. So slash roll.
Slash roll.
One
Yes,
d20.
Slash roll 1d20, and remember to space it. Put spaces between that. Roll 20. Why are we being like this?
Oof.
Okay.
Bad
Oof.
roll. All right.
Lane, move up to your movement first.
It's 40.
40
That's
feet.
text.
Yeah. So move
So
up to
we'll be
40.
right here.
You'd probably be right here.
Probably
And
right here. Yeah.
Yukio, movement.
All right. This is where it gets scary because of Mariner. I have a swim speed and a climb speed equal to my movement, which means that banister ain't saving.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Hello there.
No. No, damn you. He pulls out a gun and he tries to shoot you. Let me just make a random roll. This one. Yeah, he misses.
Yeah. Panic shot.
Panic shot.
And yeah, Yukio just kind of like with the spear, like she kind of like as she like comes up, she just kind of like vaults over like as the shot whizzes by and just straight into him with it. So let's.
You don't need to roll damage. He's dead. You don't need to worry about
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to roll damage just for flavor, go ahead. But he's a normal person. You basically
He's a normal guy.
He kind of coughs up some blood as you stab him through the chest, and he's like, "You damn animal!" And he kind of slumps into the chair. And then a sound from the stage has already begun.
no.
And just like that, someone walks onto the stage.
That's new.
As he walks up, he's clapping.
Zooming in rapidly.
And clapping and clapping until he just stands there and he's like, well, that was certainly a show. Admittedly, the clown was a bit unexpected, but lo and behold, it was great. You killed one of my enemies. Thank you, Fox. Now it's time for all of you to sink beneath the sea. And then his powers activate. A dark mist begins to emanate from the room what can only be described as black lightning shoots from his fingertips. And through the mist, something arises. This creature arises from the mist. It lets out a monstrous shriek, and the entire ship starts to sway and bob, and he's like, enjoy your life in Davy Jones' locker. And suddenly, it all goes black as the ship is sunk.
Oh boy. He unleashed the Kraken.
And then,
Maybe even literally.
oh my god, I forgot to fix Lily's tokens. Lily, I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
So you all eventually kind of come to, and you notice that that you are shipwrecked right now. Decided don't move just yet. You all are kind of just there. You all wake up in different parts of the shipwreck. Saya, when you start moving, I want you to make me a perception check.
Okay. P. What?
Okay, wonderful roll. The very moment you take a step, the sand is wrong. Your instincts are crawling as you look down and you realize the sand beneath you isn't sand. It's a weird type of sponge. A parasitic sponge. It's not dangerous to you because you're alive. However, you see kind of like a skull kind of popping through the sand over here. And you notice that the sponge is rapidly eating away at it. But it's not attacking you. So, you are free to move. You see Princess Kumi kind of lying down. She's kind of roughed up. Her clothes are definitely ruined from the seawater, but she is breathing. But she's unconscious right now. Lane and Helia, you both awaken on different parts of the shipwreck out at sea. May you both make me a perception check.
Okay. Oh. Oof.
Okay. Where were they before? Perception.
Oh.
You both have no idea what's happening. You are both very, very confused. And so yes, you can tell that the waters are calm enough to swim safely to the shore. That's all you both can kind of tell, is that it's safe to swim Sort of. You don't know what's under the water, but you do know that you can make it to shore. Yukio, you're
I
going to
will.
kind of wake up.
I will do just that and kind of just climbing out of the waves.
CMC.
Yes.
I'm going to need you to make me... I want you to stop here. What was this one's again? Okay, Lily, you're fine. What was it? One moment, please. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh boy.
Okay, you survive. You feel something start to snake up on you as you kind of pass over here, and you kick it off very easily. And then you finally notice in the water... listen, I couldn't find anything better, okay?
I'm laughing because I wasn't expecting it. I don't think it's ridiculous.
It just popped in for me. Amazing. Glorious, even.
Mm-hmm.
Continue.
So you see this weed kind of try to come up and drag you down, but you very easily kick it off, and you swim to shore.
We'll move over here.
Hell yeah. You also make it to shore. You don't run into anything suspicious. So you can move yourself to shore. Princess Kumi is going to kind of eventually wake up, and she's going to blink. She's going to set up, and she's like, What happened? Saya's currently away because her tummy hurts. And she kind of looks to the rest of the three of you. She's like, what happened?
Yukio just kind of like, as she like sits up on this like piece of like wood, just kind of, well, someone else caused the, well, I'm not entirely sure actually what they did. They summoned something, made something. I don't know. Devil fruit users, and it destroyed the ship.
Where are we?
Excellent question.
All right. Make me nature, perception, or nature or perception checks, please, all of you.
Okay, all of us.
Okay.
Yep.
Which one of these?
I'll be rolling for Saya. So she is better at...
Okay, I'm gonna have to refresh Roll20 again. Why does he keep doing this?
So you said either nature or perception.
Nature or perception. Lily, you get advantage on this.
Let's see. What is better between my nature and my perception? Perception.
You have advantage, so you can roll again and
You
choose
can
the
roll
second
again.
option.
Yep.
Yeah, choose that.
Oof.
Yeah, you see.
Okay, thank God for the advantage. At least it's an 8.
Yeah, at least it's an 8.
You do take the 8.
Seems you also roll either nature or
Both of them are
you get
+1
advantage as
for
well.
me.
You get advantage as well.
Okay. For both of them or just the one?
For either one you choose.
Okay. I will do nature.
Okay, roll 20. Okay.
That did not roll. Okay.
So
I have
collectively-
I do have animated dice and it shows 11 and 17, but the
Oh,
rolls there tell me something else.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna turn that off since it seems to be inconsistent.
Yeah. Collectively, you all
Anyway.
kind of realize wherever the hell you are, it's an uninhabited island. Yukio, however, you notice that there's some mountains peeking over from kind of the north from where you are. You know, you kind of rub it off until you kind of notice it's too uniform for normal mountains. And then it slowly dawns on you that you are in a spot that doesn't make fucking sense right now until you realize there is no wind. Make me a history check, Yukio.
Oh no, are we where I think we are? Oh yay! A flat roll. You know, yeah, I think that's fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'll take it.
I mean,
I'll take what I can
it
get with that one.
it wasn't a hard one because there's no wind. That thing shouldn't be there. Oh no. Y'all have somehow crash landed in a place called the Calm Belt. This is the island you're currently on. It's not an island. You are currently beached at the remains of a monstrous size sea king. The mountains are its bones. The trees are parasitic. Everything around it is slowly eating away at its bone matter, and there's barely any skin left. And so you know that this Sea King has been here for who knows how long. This Sea King it boggles the mind on how large it is. And so, do you tell the party?
Yukio just kind of like, as she's sitting there, like she's looking around and kind of like slowly piecing things together, she kind of stops and looks at the rest of them and just kind of, well, I think I know where we are.
Where are we?
We're on the corpse of a Sea King in the Calm Belt.
She looks at you and her eyes kind of go wide, and she's like, "We're what? Huh? Wait,
Well,
how does that work? Wait, what?"
If I understood how that worked, I think I would be able to figure out a way off of this place. But as it sits right now, yes, no wind, weird things in the water. The trees seem to be eating things, and so is the ground. And that's not a mountain, that's a bone. So, outside of the Calm Belt, I can't really think of anywhere else that would have something like this. And she just kind of makes a vague gesture to everything.
Quick question.
You may ask a question. What's up?
So in the water, does this look like a normal shark or like a kind of weird right here?
Oh, the sharks. You can tell that the sharks from the top, they kind of look normal. And they kind of chew, and you see one of them kind of chewing on some bone, and you realize, oh no, what the fuck? Why does it have mandibles inside of its mouth as it pulls more bone into its mouth? These sharks have bug mandibles in their mouths. What the fuck?
I'm getting Legends of Runeterra.
Shut up. Shut up.
Finally, it's someone else's turn.
Shut up. Listen, I'm using... Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, hey, guys. I never said that was a bad thing.
Okay. Talia will lift up her mask just enough so she can get a good sniff of the surrounding area. What does she smell? Should I roll for it?
You smell the rotting corpse. The smell of rotting corpse is permeating through this place. And, it is strong. It is a very strong smell for you. But you can also smell seawater. And you roll me a general perception check for this last one. Let's see if you get it.
Okay.
You can't tell what it is, but there is an undertone of something that is deeper into this quote-unquote island. But you would have to go deeper to figure out what it is.
Can't tell what direction it is or no.
It's just further in. This kind of you will probably get a better understanding of direction when you get closer to it.
Okay.
I really like the transition between the view to see what the island is supposed to be and stuff. That was cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
That was like one of the big hype moments that I was gearing up towards. I was like, oh yeah, you guys are fucking crash landed on a Sea King corpse. Good luck. All right. Princess Kumi is gonna kind of be pacing back and forth in a circle as she kind of panics. Saya's character is going to be trying to help calm her down, but Kumi does not fucking listen. Because
Okay.
again, Saya's...
As I see her panicking, I'm gonna walk towards her, take off my mask, and put it on her, and tell her, just breathe. Breathe. Trying to hold her in place and force her to calm down and breathe.
Okay. She takes some slow, laboring breaths, and then she kind of slumps down. She's like, what is in this mask? It smells weird.
She just kind of winks and puts it back on, not explaining anything.
Okay. Do any of you catch sight of what she looks like?
Would that be a perception check?
Perception? Yeah, there's going to be... Actually, insight check.
Okay.
There's a lot of those going on around here.
14. What would...
Okay.
I'm too far away. I probably wouldn't know, but... What would be the DC for that?
it was going to be a 16. So, you and Sayaka don't understand it. Yukio, again. Oh, okay. You have a new look for it. Yukio, you get to see, this. Under the mask. I have sent it to you in DMs, so that way it's suspenseful for the rest of the party.
I like that.
Okay.
I very much like that.
Yeah. So that's what she kind of looks like under the mask, and then she puts it back on. What's the plan now? What do we do?
Finding a way off of this is the most prevalent matter. Granted, I don't think that's going to exactly be very easy.
In truth, we should honestly make shelter.
Shelter? I mean, you're right, but... One moment, please. Wow, damn. Really? Roll 20? Okay. Okay, nothing happens. Sorry. Alright, continue. Actually, I should be rolling 1d100s. My bad. Ignore
You're okay.
this...
We can do it again if you wish.
Yeah, I'm going to do it again. This is
Yeah, go ahead.
my end, but, continue, sorry.
Yes.
Okay, nothing happens yet.
Well,
All right.
if we're going to make shelter, we should probably not do it here. Though I can't exactly guarantee that going further inland is going to be any better.
As you say that, you see kind of like a big bird kind of flying way off into the distance. And then something massive breaches the water as you see a massive sea king just snatch it out of the air. Based on how far away it was, and, well, the fact that it breached the air like that, you can tell that this sea king is many hundreds of feet long. as it lands back into the water. I thought we go inland.
Fantastic. Hopefully we'll be able to find something that'll help there.
I will grab some of the wreckage that's closer to shore and inspecting the wood and probably just carrying for like foundations.
Lane, make me a general... actually, make me an investigation check, please.
Okay. Oh, I got a -1 on that one. Ain't that good?
Ain't that good.
It wasn't good anyway, but that makes it worse.
You just kind of pick, you kind of pick up random pieces of wood around the shoreline. I suggest that the party also make some investigation checks.
All right. Let's... Ooh.
Saya, what the fuck,
Oh.
girl? Nice nat 20.
I patiently await my net 20.
You'll get it eventually, I promise.
I know.
Okay, so collectively, y'all actually find that, ironically, you all may or may not have landed with the entire kitchen, as you find 3 barrels full of rations and food, giving you about 2 weeks of rations on this island, split between the 5 of you. So go ahead and write that down anywhere you want to.
All right.
You also
treasure section.
Yeah, treasure section.
and you
2
also find
of rations.
I need to remind myself of fucking
Observer, I love that we.
How many rations do we each get again?
It's 2 weeks worth split between the 5 of us.
yeah. One moment, please. The one thing I always forget is the conversion rate between gold and berry, because like that's always an issue. Okay.
It's like a god. It's
one
like
one
what is it?
gold
It's like,
for 1,000 for 1,000 berries. That's my conversion because
Yeah.
it's simple.
yeah.
Okay. So
Isn't
Like
it
the
based-
actual one in the book is absurd.
yeah. So you
Isn't
all
it based
find
off the Japanese
equivalent-
yen, or am I wrong?
Huh?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. You all
Okay.
find an equivalent of 50,000 berries in a treasure chest nearby.
So that'd be 500 gold,
50 gold.
50 gold.
And that, again, you can split it between you, or you can share it among your party mates.
Elia won't take any of it.
Okay. That means it's split between 3 ways.
You can't split 50 evenly among 3.
Yeah.
Whoever found it first.
It's like
they can-
16.3.
The one who found it first would be Saya.
Okay.
Saya,
That's up to Saya if they want to.
split it or not.
Well, that as well as keep some for themselves, like the extra.
Yeah.
You know.
Mhm.
If it's 50 split, it could.
15,
you know.
15, and 20? Does that
Yeah,
work?
that would be the general idea. Is like you know, like, hey, here's, and you just take the extra 5 and buy it or whatever.
Yep.
That was what I was thinking, but
Alright.
you do you.
I guess that works. Lane and Yukio can have 15.
All right.
Okay.
That would be 6.
15 million berries have been added to your bank accounts. Both of you are 15 gold. And then Saya, you have 20 gold or 20 million berry. Or is it 20,000? No, it's 20 million because it's 1,000 per 1 gold. Never mind. Again, conversion rates. I'm not good at math.
The conversion rate is horrible.
I mean, even with my simplified version, it's also just I'm not good at math like that on the fly.
I mean, as is, I think it's a headache.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So you all have voted to go inland.
I think so. Yeah.
But given
Yes.
the large sea king jumping out of the water, I think it's probably better we get further in.
Sounds good. All right.
Oh my
Try
god!
not to touch the trees. You know.
I see
Just in case.
smoke. Oh my
shit.
god!
I forgot to add you guys to the. Okay.
Oh,
One
Much
moment,
smoke.
please.
Oh my god. That is crazy.
Yeah, that was one of the features that was being added. That I was like, oh, I want to try it. I want to see how it works.
it's definitely interesting.
Yeah, it was one
It's
of the
really cool.
Yeah, it's one of the new features. I don't know if it works well or not.
I think it does work decently well. I do kind of wish that the edges were a lot more softer instead of it just being one big square.
Yeah, I kind of.
But that's
agree.
Yeah.
Roll20's problem and not you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. There's a light fog in the air as you all approach kind of like the forest area. You notice like some dead birds and some very big birds of prey kind of resting and nesting on these trees. And then you kind of come to this fork in the road where you see where civilization might have been or where people might have been before. Right here. Kumi is going to be like, okay, well, the strongest first. And she kind of, like, looks hopefully at, you, Yukio.
Hey, Yukio just kind of like looks back at her for a second and then. All right.
Okay. Stop. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh boy.
You
The
have high dex.
trees.
This should be fine.
Oh,
Oh, what the?
low roll.
One moment.
That's
I'm
rough.
pulling up these sheets right now for these things.
4.
I've always wanted to know how those like numbered sheets work. I see that a lot elsewhere.
Ignore this. I want to test the thing. Okay. That's how I do it. Okay.
Okay. Suddenly, it doesn't hurt you, but you hear a loud screeching sound coming from the forest as soon as you enter it. You can make me a perception or a investigation check to see what is causing this loud, shrill scream from the forest.
Investigation or perception are both the same, so I guess it doesn't really matter either way. Oh, that's better. That's better than the dex roll was.
Yeah. You see a funny creature. And then you notice, oh no, there's more of them. Oh, that's not what I want to click on.
That is an interesting image. I have.
Yeah, that's something, all right.
These are shriekers, everyone. They don't do anything
Oh,
outside of being annoying, but please note, this is the One Piece world. Something is different about them. And so, you know, they're just shrieking for like 2 minutes and then it stops. I will tell you now, all of you will have to make a collective stealth roll to make sure that the shriekers do not trigger.
Oh my. I was
boy.
kind of
Oof.
expecting-
Well, it's going to be an average, so it won't be anything bad.
I got a
Okay.
bad roll.
That is still cool. Oh, come on. I mean, I wouldn't really think a large shark fishman, like shark fishman, to be stealthy.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, with those stealths, you are all able to pass through the shriekers' areas without triggering anything. And also, Kumi is in there, but I'm not rolling for her right now.
yeah.
I have a question. How tall is she, Kumi?
She is about 4'11". She is small.
Okay, I feel like Elliot would pick her up so she wouldn't actually step on anything.
Thank you, Miss.
Hell yeah. Don't worry about it.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Miss Helia. All right, you all may begin your trek through the forest. Without worrying about streakers.
Well, Tony.
Streakers?
Shriekers, my bad. Listen, words.
Equally terrifying.
Equally terrifying.
Picked up like a little cat. Mm-hmm. Stop here. I need you to make me another dexterity saving throw, Yukio.
Wait. I gotta open my sheet again.
Why do you have it closed all the time?
Because I keep having to refresh the page because one is a functioning
had a-
application.
I haven't had an issue yet.
Yeah, like every once in a while, it'll just be like, you have been disconnected from the thing. So it's like I can do stuff, but it won't register until it reconnects. So I just
Yeah,
refresh it to make it happen faster.
It's roll 20. I'm so used to it at this point.
Yeah,
13. You
it's
save.
slightly better.
You see in a corner of your eyes like a tendril try to come out and touch you. And then you kind of move out of the way. And then you see our lovely friend.
Huh.
And its tendril kind of goes back into its body and it just kind of sits there looking like a normal mushroom.
Stay away from the mushrooms. Yep.
I feel like most of these things are mushrooms.
Yeah, I'm starting to get the distinct feeling that we might be dealing with a lot of fungal stuff in this place.
There. I'm doing wonderful, thank you, Ken. I'm having fun being a DM. This is so much fun. I'm actually doing. I think I'm doing fine. So yeah,
you're doing great.
Be careful of the fungus. By the way, you can
kind of like-
pass through here. Like you can pass under the trees.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of like point out that one and just try and stay away from the mushrooms.
You pass by
That
a
is-
shrieker. Okay, you.
That is still so creepy.
It is, isn't it?
This art is like insanely good.
This
Yeah.
is all from like the official what's the word I'm looking for? Monster manual. Like I just copy pasted it, so
I had no idea.
yeah. So most of these creatures are directly copied from the monster manual. Yukio, you can make me a perception check when you're right there.
All right.
Lane, you can also do it if you want to
Try
help.
this.
Or if you're assisting, Yukio can roll for advantage.
I'll be assisting.
Okay.
I feel
Okay.
like I would be like I probably should be like right there.
All right. So I'll make a second roll then.
Make you a second roll. Okay.
Okay, the first one was better.
That sounds like it sounds exactly like what would happen.
You notice that through these trees, between these trees, there is another path that will lead you directly to what seems like a cave, almost like a cave entrance. But you also do notice
That's which way, on the left or the right?
directly towards the middle, like directly through the middle.
Oh, straight through the middle. Okay.
Yeah. So you also see another purple mushroom. So like it's
Oh boy.
basically through here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like straight down.
Yeah. So just kind of like just straight that way, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So you see
just
kind of like a
avoiding the
worn
funny
down
mushroom.
path right there.
Yeah. Just kind of go off to the side a little bit to avoid the funny mushroom.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, I guess Yukio would just kind of relay that she found like a path down the middle to everyone else, and that there's another one of those weird tendril shrooms.
Okay. Saya, I'm gonna be moving your character along the path that's safest.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I bet you were not here. Sorry. You can move your character again. Lily, you can move your character. Can you? Can you move your character, Lily?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure.
I was weighing any character to see, like, because I was holding the apprentice, which path was the safest.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the safest path. You can
Okay.
roll me like nature. You guys can roll any checks you want, by the way, as you're passing through this forest. It's up to
Okay.
you.
Make a perception check.
Okay. You gain advantage on this one, so you can roll again.
Oh, okay.
Because you
Yeah,
know
I'll roll again.
everyone else is also kind of helping, so you can point out stuff.
That's a bad roll.
Okay. You notice the rest of them. Change players. One moment. There's just
Oh,
so
man.
many mushrooms. But yeah, you all collectively notice like the trees. They don't have traditional bark. In fact, the trees aren't trees. The trees are a type of fungus. And so they have that weird rubbery texture that mushrooms have.
Do any of them seem edible with my survival check?
No, none of them are edible.
Hooray! Toxic forest.
Well, I mean, it's not safe to consume for humans, but you also kind of see like a weird bird kind of chewing on like another mushroom kind of over here, and it's doing fine. So for human consumption, not safe. So I'm assuming
Fair
you
enough.
all
I
go
wonder
down
how-
the path.
Yes.
Yeah, just kind of like avoiding this one here, just kind of going around it a little bit, and then
Okay. One moment, please. I forgot to. I knew I was forgetting something when I was doing all of this. Holla and Sayaka. Okay. You all move on and you arrive here at a cave. Oops.
boy.
Knowing this, probably just a hollowed out bone like structure.
Yeah, maybe.
Make me a nature check. If you want to test that. All of you can make that check if you want to.
Oh.
Don't worry.
Well, after the combat, after combat, you just start rolling like trash. That's par for the course.
Yeah. So, no, this isn't a hollow-out bone. You all notice that it's slimy. Oh no, this is the intestines of the Sea King.
Oh.
And it's formed as a
Glorious.
cave. And also,
Okay.
because you all
There's some-
know what shriekers are looking like, one moment. Don't go up further into the cave, but go ahead and do what you need to do.
I know something out of character, but I'm not sure if my character would know this.
What would,
Should I roll for it?
go ahead and roll for it. What are you going to be rolling for?
It's a survival thing.
Sure. Go ahead and roll it.
This is Zelda, where we're putting a princess through an animal.
What are you wanting to know, Lily?
Because I know out of character, in survival situations, you can eat intestine and bones if you put them in a stew. So we could even collect bones and some of this stomach in order to save them the rations.
Okay.
Would my character know that?
Speaking of bones, oh, there's a dead person right there.
Yippee.
All right, you may all begin to adventure into the cave.
We can go up to the dead person and see who it is if we know them.
No. This body has been rotting for many years, so it's not someone you know.
Okay.
And you can see, the grass and the ground is basically eating away at it.
I'm gonna check his body real quick.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check,
I'm gonna
please.
I'm gonna set the princess down and look.
What were you going to say, Saya?
I think I said it's not identifiable.
Oh.
Dang.
You don't notice anything good or valuable on the body. It's too rotted away to notice anything useful.
Okay, I'm gonna take him the bones then. That's all.
Okay. Kumi's gonna kind of look kind of disgusted at that, but she's like, I assume that you told the party that bones will help us survive as well.
Oh no, I didn't. I didn't say that out loud at all.
Why are you collecting its bones?
I'm gonna look at her and just kind of smirk on the missus. I'm part dog.
Wait, what?
And
Wait.
go back to collecting bones.
Okay. Lily. If you
Yes?
you don't even need to remove your mask anymore. Roll me another investigation check.
Okay.
If it pops up. Yep, you okay? There is a apex predator somewhere deep within the cave. However, you notice, based on the smell, that the apex predator is not exactly healthy. It is currently suffering from a sickness. But it is further in the cave, and you would need to go in there to figure out anything more.
Okay, before, as soon as I smell that, I bolt up, walk forward, and stop Yukio.
Guessing you've noticed something?
There's something big in there.
How big?
Wonderful.
I believe I'll take the lead for now. You two, well, get the princess out here for now. Okay.
Alright.
And with that, I'm gonna start walking in.
Okay. Stop there. You immediately notice two skeletons. But they're alive. Well, undead. However, you see them kind of just sitting there, and they are playing with like rocks and stuff. And you realize they're playing a card game with rocks. They both look at you as you approach, and then go back to their card game. Not seeming to give a shit that you're there.
Okay, I'm
Fascinating.
gonna walk forward and kind of say, hello?
They rattle.
Okay then, enjoy your game. And keep walking.
Okay.
Shall we be following?
That is up to you guys. Do you want to follow or
Probably should, just in case something happens.
probably a good idea?
Yeah, I will
But I don't want to
sit back
to
to kind of keep the princess. Yeah, I would also want to protect the princess a little bit while also making sure everybody
Lily,
else in
stop
front
there.
is like okay.
Oh, right here.
Yeah. Stop. Kind of stop before there. Okay, yeah. Princess Kumi's gonna kind of blink in surprise that there's skeletons moving. And she's gonna keep walking.
I will internally take note of that, but I won't speak any. Just kind of like shrug, like this is fine.
Yeah. Yeah, Yukio kind of just gives it the side glance of like, that's interesting.
Very, very similar. Like,
You
we'll
notice that this
do
cart
something very.
has some things on it. Do you wanna, Lily? Do you wanna investigate, or do you wanna keep walking?
I'll yell back and kind of point it out, but keep
Remember,
walking.
you are
She's
stealthing.
focused on.
You are stealthing
Oh, I
because
thought she would have stopped. I feel like she would have stopped trying to draw attention on herself,
Hmm.
just in case.
Okay. Fair enough then.
I feel like in her mind, it's better if she gets targeted instead of the whole group, because they have the princess.
Okay. So you point to that there's something on the cart?
Yes. Then I keep walking. Trying to keep like that's why I kind of went forward to attention's on me.
Okay. I want you to make sure you stop here, so then the rest of the party kind of investigates the cart.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Well,
do
well,
want.
like
I
right
want to.
in this square, so you can move up a tiny bit more.
Like on top.
No, like here. You can stop kind of
Oh,
along
okay.
this line. So
Okay.
up to you.
Yeah, I'll stop right there.
Okay. Alright, so the people investigating the cart, you see a small square box just kind of sitting there. And sure, it's kind of a bit old, but compared to the rest of the wood around it, it is in very pristine condition.
Hmm. Does it look like it's like locked up in any way, or is it just kind of
Yes,
like a
it is
normal?
a locked box.
Okay.
What's the type of lock? Like padlock or
You need
what?
to investigate.
Uh,
Roll
May
me
I?
some investigation or yeah, investigation or yeah, one of those. That's that one. Just roll me investigation if you want to know what type of lock.
yeah, I got a -1 in investigation, so I'm not entirely excited about that.
Yeah, that was not a good roll. You
Well,
did better than me though.
Saya, I don't know if you want to join them or not. You are more than
Oh.
welcome to.
nice.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, Saya. You can tell that this is a built-in lock, and you notice that if this lock is forcefully opened, whatever is inside of it will be destroyed. So you need to be careful when you open this, or you have a key. However, in your immediate area, you do not see the key. You can open it.
Is it like stuck in there, or can we like pick it up?
Oh, you can pick it up. It's just a matter of you cannot open the box without forcefully open the box. You cannot do that.
So we should take it with us as long as we investigate.
I mean, you can take it with you, or
Yeah.
if you have the tools for it, you can open the box without worrying about. You can basically lockpick it. Is what I'm suggesting.
I don't know what you would roll for lockpicking.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of
That'd
hand,
be-
probably.
Yeah, sleight of hand.
I mean, I have a +3 on that.
Okay, roll me a sleight of hand.
I mean, I'm not trained in it specifically, but I've got a 5 just because of my dex.
Okay, because you both will be doing it, Saya, you have advantage. Or, you both have advantage. Or whoever's rolling to open the box, you have advantage. So we'll take the higher number.
So we both roll?
Oof,
Nice.
that's wonderful. So with the tools that you have at hand, and with, the help of Yukio, you hear click, and you can open up the box as it kind of pops open. The device is, the trap is no longer set.
Right. Well, yeah, I guess you technically did the bulk of the work there, so go ahead and open her up. What do we got?
I don't know what it is. What is it?
One moment, please. It's a matter of what I want to give you. Okay. Inside,
Oh boy.
you see...
It's terrible.
No. This one was a matter of choosing which one. Let me open up what I need here. You can tell that whatever this is, it's a... what do I want to give it? One moment. What am I... Okay. I'm going to rent... It's a coconut for some reason. It's a really small coconut, but it's colored gray with red swirling patterns on it. Roll me a history check, all of you.
All right. I am terrible at these. Yay!
Don't worry, this is a very easy DC to succeed.
You sure about that?
Oh my god. Okay. Lane and Saya, you both realize this is a devil fruit. Just sitting here. A devil fruit. Just casually sitting here, you know. Right for the taking. If you want to know what type of devil fruit it is, make me an Arcana check.
I am terrible with Arcana. I have a -1 in Arcana, however, I will still make one. 9. Okay.
Based on its design and based on what little knowledge you know of devil fruits, you can tell that this is a zone fruit. But that is all you know. You don't know what type of animal it will give you if you eat it. Devil fruit?
Wonder how long it's been sitting here.
That's incredible. Do we want to bring it with us?
Well, even if none of us intend to use it, it's probably worth a decent amount of money.
Yeah, probably should bring it.
Okay.
Into the funny storage bag it goes.
Yep, whoever, one of you will carry this devil fruit.
So
Who?
I don't want it.
I could carry it.
I'll say I don't know exactly what it'd be used for, even if we have to use it. So I don't think at range it would do anything.
Devil fruits, Saya. This is a One Piece thing. Devil fruits allow the user to gain any power under the sun, basically. They are basically magic fruits. However, devil fruits, well, you're making a deal with the devil. When someone eats a devil fruit, they can no longer swim. So,
yeah, I don't want it.
yeah. So it's a trade-off. It's a trade-off of power, but you are weak to, to water, which is 98% of the surface of this planet. So, you have to be very careful.
Can we give it to the shark man?
Yeah. I'm not gonna eat it, but I will hold on to it.
Yeah, you can close the box, and since you know how to open it, you can open it freely without the lock activating.
Okay.
Just be known as the shark that can swim.
Yeah.
That would be upsetting, but monks do eventually get water walking, so.
Yeah. All right, so we can now continue. Lily, you may continue forth. Sorry, I just wanted to introduce, devil fruit. Because, devil fruit.
No problem.
All right, you may continue.
Yeah, we're gonna move along this wall.
This fungus here does not react to you. Neither fungus reacts to you.
Okay.
As you...
Where did the smell coming from?
It is coming straight from that entrance that you're approaching. It is getting stronger.
Okay. Since no one is looking, I'll take off my mask, put it on my belt, and start kind of walking forward towards it.
Make me another investigation check, please. When you get to this spot here.
Sounds good.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Nice.
Okay. Whatever you're smelling, this apex predator you're smelling, it is an ancient smell. It has been around for many, many years. However,
Can I
it
tell
is-
what kind of creature it is by the smell?
Yes, you can. I was hoping to kind of surprise y'all with this, but
You can DM me if you want.
well,
Since that'd only be
generally
me.
speaking, it is a reptilian smell, which is weird because you don't know what this is. Like, you're in character, you don't know what can be so big and smell like a reptilian.
Okay.
I am going to DM you
I'm already
what
having
you
an idea.
actually smell. Out of
I
character.
am wondering what I have ideas of what we have here,
Yeah,
but maybe I'm thinking too grand.
maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
You hear clattering
So
approach you. As a skeleton kind of approaches. And then in perfect common, it goes, "The master has been expecting you. Follow." As it begins to walk down to the path. Do you follow it?
yes.
Yeah.
Since everyone's getting close, I'll put my mask press on and follow.
I don't really have too much of a choice of other places to go, so
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck. Again, with Lily's token specifically, I don't know why I keep forgetting hers. I'm so sorry, Lily.
The map is black for me.
That's the point.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's, it's
dark
dynamic,
vision. Yay.
dynamic lighting.
I
Dark
love
vision.
being able
Ooh.
to see in the dark.
Yep.
Same.
So this skeleton, he kind of comes up and he's kind of walking down, and you see kind of like a ancient bronze bell, and he rings it to announce his presence, and then he continues walking.
Oh, I have a thing for this.
You guys get dark vision.
Yeah, you're the only person in this
I
party that
can't-
doesn't have dark vision. One.
I would argue fishmen should, but whatever.
Yeah. Okay. One moment. I'll give you something here.
At least you-
Actually,
I would.
Sharks don't have that good of night vision in real life.
Oh, that would make sense then.
There you go. At least you can see the map now. So
Yeah, just very, very slight.
yeah. So you may
Like-
begin following the skeleton.
That'd be. Maybe let myself see like 2 spaces in front, like 10 feet, not
30.
30.
Okay. One moment.
Yeah, because I should at least be able to see at least like close. Yeah, that's a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's-
I've
Give me a
got
second.
that. I mean,
I didn't refresh the page.
That's just as scary, but also that still like gives off the, I'm able to see moderately in front of me.
yeah.
Yeah.
So as you all continue down the cave, you see another skeleton kind of guarding what is clearly a treasure room. You see
Now the black circle is a lot smoother than that fog we saw
I
earlier.
know, I don't understand why the
Why-
fog isn't like that.
I'm actively upset. Why roll 20?
I don't know. That's my
Give me a
issue.
second. I'm having troubles. Every time I try to move, my page crashes.
Oh,
Oh,
is
that's weird.
it because dynamic lighting is fucking you up? You know what?
I don't know.
I want to turn dynamic lighting off. Don't worry about it. Well,
Okay.
dynamic lighting can be a bitch.
Man, that's That does suck. Oh well,
does.
the immersion is ruined, but
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
fine.
argue. I can't argue with that.
Yeah, so in this room here,
I'm sorry. I have a really old laptop. I'm sorry.
girl, you're fine.
Don't
No,
worry.
no
about
worries.
it.
No worries. It's I don't plan on using dynamic lighting
It's
all
not
that often, so
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I can move now.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too hurt about it. It was still cool though, and that's all I'll really say about that.
Yeah. And so, you know, the treasure room, but your skeleton is guiding you, is still guiding you along further down. And in the center is a pool that seems to just go down and down and down. And it's definitely dark. It is a dark pool of green liquid. And then the skeleton next to you, Helia, goes, "Master, they've arrived." Lily, all of you, because all of you are basically non-human, your senses start to fucking scream at you as something pokes its head out of the water.
Oh, hi.
Boy.
A serpentine head, very not seeking like, pokes its head out. And it looks down at all of you. So, you are the ones who came to this hell. Willingly or not. State what you desire.
Well, I think a way to more safe land would be probably the most pressing thing, as the Calm Belt is not exactly a great place for people like us to be.
The Calm Belt is not meant for anyone besides the kings of the sea. Safe passage will be given. State what you desire. And he turns towards Helia.
Okay. This is a dragon. I am human, right?
Yes. I've
I'm
DM'd
gonna
you
drink-
what it is.
Okay, give me a second.
Dragon. Ease.
I'm gonna speak Draconic to it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask, how long has it been here in Draconic?
Child, I do not need to know any other language. Common works fine. All languages are under my knowledge. But to answer your question, I don't know. I've been through these seas countless years, and I'm tired. So very tired. But you did not answer my question. What is it you desire?
I believe we all have different answers, but for now, I'll way off of this island.
What was that?
Or way off this island.
Way off this island. Okay, he nods, and then he looks at you, Saya. What is it you desire?
For the princess and the party to get out of here safely.
And I assume the same for you, Fishman.
Yes,
And
I
then
will. I say with a nod.
And then he turns to Princess Kumi. Princess, what is it you desire? And the princess kind of takes a deep, deep sigh, and she's like, to get off this island, and for my marriage to be called off. He chuckles at that.
I can give you a way of that. For now, your wishes will be granted.
And then he kind of like lets out a huff, and the skeleton from before comes out carrying 2 more treasure chests, similar to the one of the devil fruit that you've been given.
Take these as a gift for entertaining an old man like me.
Okay. I'm gonna say one more thing interchronic to him.
Okay.
I'm gonna DM you it because it's kind of that thing we discussed earlier. Well, before.
Okay. Go ahead and
Why
send it to
is
me.
he sick?
You can tell.
Is that you can tell, can't you?
Yeah.
It's nothing more than old age.
I don't know about that one.
Roll me a medicine check, please, Saya. And also, I will go ahead and DM you.
Man. I had a good combat roll, and now I can't get it either.
Welcome to
The
the
glories of Roll20. It'll give you a handful of really, really nice rolls, and then it'll make you suffer.
There you go, Lily. And so,
Oh.
do you take the chests with you, Lane?
Yes.
Yeah. I gotta add 2 more chests to the loot bag.
Okay. I'll hold one.
Okay.
So we've got.
Can I? I'll open and see what it is.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got a zone devil fruit, and then we've got 2 extra
Unknown.
chests.
All right. When you open this box, Lily, Helia, you find another devil fruit.
Oh boy.
This one is in the shape of a flower for some weird reason. You may roll me a
What does it smell like?
rotting fruit. Every devil fruit smells like rotting fruit.
Oof.
So,
So I rolled an Arcana check, right?
roll me an Arcana check, please, to see what devil fruit
Okay.
it will be.
Yeah, no clue.
You can tell that this is not a zone. That is it.
Oh.
Okay, Oma, you immediately recognize what this fruit is, because when you were younger, you might have scoured through the Devil Fruit Encyclopedia maybe once, maybe twice as a kid. Sure, you might not have been able to read what the word said, but you do recognize it. You are currently holding the Hana Hana no Mi, or the flower fruit. This a paramecia type fruit that allows you to sprout limbs and any area you desire. And for those who are in the know,
Then-
for those
I'm
in
gonna check the other fruit too.
okay, go ahead and check the other fruit. And for those
Yeah,
in the
might as
know,
well.
that is Nico Robbins' fruit.
Boy.
With
Oh my
that,
god.
with that Arcana check, you can tell that the other fruit that Yukio is holding. Okay, yep, okay. TLDR, you are also holding another zone. So
Okay.
you have 2 zones and 1 paramecia, and that paramecia is the Hana Hana no Mi.
Okay, so I'm assuming this zone devil fruit looks different than the other one.
It does. It is blue. It is like a what is a good fruit that I can use here? Wait, hold on, I actually have a description for this one. One moment.
Okay, I have the first one labeled as coconut with red and gray swirls.
I mean, that's the best way to describe devil fruits. One moment. We're almost done with the first session, by the way. This one, weirdly enough, is sort of like a rope of grapes. Like, and every grape has like its own individual swirl, and the color of the grapes are a neon blue.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to the dragon and say, will this help me with my goal?
Depends if you want to use it. No.
I'm gonna close my eyes and eat one of the zone fruits blind.
Oh my god. Okay.
The one I'm carrying too, or
If I can reach it, yes, I'm gonna reach.
I am not necessarily close to you, so probably that could be out of the question.
Okay.
Yeah, so the one in front of me then.
Alright, so
Okay.
the one that Yukio is holding.
Okay.
Immediately, you taste a bitter, rotten fruit taste in your mouth. And it just does not taste any good. Like, it's just not a good taste.
Okay.
And
She
then,
starts gagging like a cat.
but your body involuntarily swallows it. And then you feel a jolt down your spine. Lily, would you like to use your devil fruit?
I have a question. Zone fruits are animal based, right?
Yes.
How would that affect the shifter, since I'm already part animal?
Well, I haven't thought about
The
that.
silence.
I haven't thought about that.
I just realized that.
No, it's okay. You ate the devil fruit. We'll figure it out eventually. But
You got something to think about for next session.
I didn't think that you would eat the devil fruit. I thought you'd be like one of the only ones who wouldn't. You eat the devil.
Okay, I'll use my devil fruit now.
Okay. Weirdly enough, you're growing tentacles out of your body. The fuck? What? Wait, what do you mean I'm growing tentacles? Hot. And then to your mild horror, like a weird bulb kind of sprouts from your head as more tentacles kind of come out, and your body becomes slippery. This is your half-hybrid form of the Karage no Mi, model sea nettle, or in human terms, or English terms, the jellyfish fruit, model sea nettle. You are one of the largest species of jellyfish. I will add...
Just to bully you. I'm gonna also now shift with my racial ability to see what happens.
Oh god.
Let's figure this out. Okay, you're wolf, right? When you're shifter?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a wolf.
Okay, fuck. I need to figure this out.
Jelly wolf.
Jelly wolf. The tendrils start growing fur. And you kind of grow larger. Like, not in game, but you just become a bit bigger. And, the slime becomes more viscous and, noticeable. But overall, it's primarily more jellyfish than wolf right now.
Okay.
Certainly a look, that's for sure. Now, to grant you all your wishes or your desires.
He places down, like, he reaches a claw up and touches the ground in front of you. And then a circle surrounds all 5 of you.
I will bring you to where you want to go.
And then I need you all to make me a intelligence saving throw.
Oh boy.
Oh goody.
I'm a -1 already, so let's run.
Flat 0 fighter moment.
You said intelligence?
Oh, Yukio,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, no. Yeah, fighter moment. This is what gets me. Combat and like physical related stuff. Oh yeah, I'm fine all day long. You throw an intelligence or wisdom thing at me, yeah, I'm done. That's it.
I mean, I'm right there with you, but at least I didn't roll on that one.
Yeah.
And I don't
feel
get
bad.
indomitable until next level, so ouch.
Immediately, as
My
the
head's going hard
circles
after this, isn't
kind
it?
of surround you, arcane knowledge enters your minds. Princess Kumi almost lets out a horrified scream as images of the past flash between all of your eyes. Yukio and Lane, you both take
Yeah, there's the damage. Oh boy, how bad is this gonna hurt?
8 psychic damage.
Okay.
So I'm down to 7.
Yes. And then,
Could be
as
worse.
these images of the past flash before your eyes, in the next blink, you're gone. And I need to find the map. Don't worry.
Thank
You know what?
God
That's
this
gonna
isn't
be
Pathfinder because
God damn it. Well, regardless, that's going to be the end of the session anyway. So, congratulations, you have all gained a level.
whoa.
Ooh, nice.
How does that work?
You, okay, so for levels, when you're in your character sheet, in the top right corner where it says level, delete the 2 and replace it with a 3. And you also gain anything from level 3 as well. And from everyone, that means you get your side class. You get
It's
now
time.
you get your funny class. Funny why
Yeah,
is
the
my
subclass
mouse-
stuff.
Yeah, class stuff. And you also get HP bonuses.
Alright.
Yippee! So you can start rolling for HP as well.
Okay, so level 3. So I need to go back to D to see what monks get at level 3,
Yeah.
or at least actually.
So I will
Yeah, I've got
handle your level 3 stuff if you want me to. Does that sound good? Okay. And just like that.
What page was the what page was that on?
For the fuck. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. I just have to scroll and find it.
Yeah, it's somewhere. I know it's somewhere.
it's
I
like
don't
page,
remember
like-
where.
I'll take care of level up later if
Yeah,
that's
of
okay.
course. Yeah, of course. No
Like,
worries.
it's like page 80, I think, something like that.
Saya, you can stop screen sharing now. Okay, there we go.
Also, I'm so sorry I missed the first few hours of the campaign.
Girl, it's fine. Your power died. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah, like that's completely understandable. My dumb brain, because I was busy with the fridge, I was like, oh yeah, it doesn't start till 11. I'm fine. No.
Yeah, I mean, it starts at 11
know,
for,
you're good.
oh shit. Where did my model go? Wait, what the fuck?
Glorious.
What the fuck happened? What the fuck? Oh, there we go. I literally just got yeeted. Oh, she was...
You know.
It's okay. Saya had to leave. Overall, how was it? How was the experience?
It's good. That's good.
I'm having a great
Yeah.
time.
Nice
nice
kind of like simple, easy first session.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see what you try to figure out with my character now.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out something. I didn't expect you to eat the fucking jellyfish fruit. Of all the devil fruits you had to eat the one I really didn't have an idea for.
Yeah.
You're the one that offered it. I ate blind.
I mean, yeah, you're right, but like, come on. I didn't fucking think
Just
about
imagine
the
a
fucking
really
shift.
fluffy jellyfish.
Yeah, now you're now you're a fucking jellyfish human or whatever you are, jellyfish shifter. No worry, but
And I do have a question.
what's that?
Shifters don't live for long. Does this affect my aging at all?
Yes, it does. It will.
Oh god, because jellyfish are practically immortal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Congratulations, you went from not living very long to outliving everyone.
Yeah. So
Oh no.
Lily, the stats that I sent you are for when you're full jellyfish. When you're in your hybrid
Okay.
form, you basically have your stats, but you gain the abilities of your devil fruit.
So what is that? That's D10. Where's my
God, that was
so
fun.
D10 plus my con?
That was so much fun. I had a blast doing this. This was fun.
Oh yeah,
I'm a little confused by the stats because I thought double you just
So-
couldn't swim.
You're right. They don't. You're right. They don't swim. They can't swim. I forgot about that. I change that to fly speed.
Fly speed, okay.
Yeah, change it to fly speed. That'll be. Remember, that's in your full devil fruit form. And so when you're in your hybrid form, you also gain that fly speed.
So I'm gonna be a flying jellyfish wolf.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, devil fruits. Oh, what was the question?
Devil fruits.
What was the question? I forgot.
32.
One of you asked.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. What was it about?
I was gonna ask, but I don't know if I was gonna ask something not related to that, but
Yeah, hit me with it.
I don't remember what it was.
Was it the fact that I added Nico Robbins Devil Fruit to this party? Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
That's-
I remember.
That'd
I
be
remember
interesting
now.
if somebody decides to use it.
Yeah, I mean,
I remember now. It was gonna be like, do we gain stat boosts? But that's at 4th level.
Yeah.
yeah, that's simple.
Yeah, 4th level stat boost. Right now we just kind of get like a few other things. Let's see. I get that.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and rate this out, and then I'll continue to talk with you all about everything. So
Oh yeah.
thank
Okay.
you all so much for joining us tonight. Thank you. This was a lot of fun. I had a fucking blast.
Oh yeah.
Observer, I'm gonna ask for more maps.
Hey, as long as I've got something that works, I will send them your way.
Wonderful. All right, we're gonna go ahead and raid the lovely Bean Saris. So go ahead and give her some love. Thank you all so much for joining today. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye bye. Bye, everyone.